In a bonspiel, you gotta dig deep and uncover what's buried and plan each shot. And in life, when you've gotta dig deep and uncover what's buried, well, you have to plan, and that plan needs to involve utility safety partners. When bumping that object in front of you,
The official soundtrack to Canada's only border city, 1061, The Goat. Stay connected with MyLloydminsterNow.com.
Put death by rock and roll.
A Lloydminster legend.
I lived them all day.
Everything that rocks.
Time to rock.
1061, The Goat.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to draw number 5 at the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Alberta, Saskatchewan, live from the Lloydminster Curling Club. It was a brisk minus 39 this morning here in Lloydminster, but we can assure you that the action is going to be extremely hot this morning as we are here at 9 a.m. for the first draw. This morning we have got the B event. The entire B event is on the sheet right now as we get ready to watch Bottcher, the world number 2 team, the number 1 team in Canada, go up against Matt Dunstone, world number 8 team, number 3 team in Canada here this morning. My name is Kyle. I'm joined here with Megan. Good morning, Megan. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Kyle. Thanks for having me sit in on another game here today at the Golf and Curling Center. Really excited to be here.
As the teams are just finishing their final warm-up, they've done their draw to the button. Bottcher's going to be throwing red. Dunstone's going to be throwing yellow. I'm not 100% sure who got hammer on the draw to the button, but we'll find out here any second.
Yeah, both teams are, like you said, number 1 and number 3 in the country and very highly rated in the world. So I'm sure we're in for a great match here this morning between these two teams.
Yeah, obviously, both teams are probably disappointed that they're here this morning. As you go into day 1 yesterday, Brennan Bottcher's team, highly favored to come in and have a great week. Didn't get off to a great start with a 6-2 loss in 6 ends yesterday.
Yeah, unfortunately just didn't have their best game yesterday against Sluchinski, but full credits to Sluchinski coming out, and he was on fire yesterday against Bottcher, and he didn't miss. He put the rocks in all the right spots, and Sluchinski definitely going to be one of the favorites to win the province of Alberta for the Brier this year.
Yeah, it was a great matchup, and then last night Dunstone was out in the 9 o'clock draw, and unfortunately he didn't have his best stuff last night either, as they went out in 6 ends.
Yes, tough game again as well for Dunstone against Gushu last night. So both teams coming off disappointing losses off their last game. So both the teams will want to park that loss and be ready to have a good game here. Looking like Dunstone starting with the hammer here in end number 1.
Sorry, guys. Actually, no, they're switching it up on you, Megs.
Switching
it's
it
going
up.
to Bottcher. Bottcher's got the hammer here in 1.
Spoke too soon.
As we get going, we've got the Ben Hebert show leading off here for Team Bottcher here this morning.
Yeah, so Bottcher will really be looking, all 4 of the guys will be really looking to have a better game than they did yesterday. They are considered the host team of this event, so I know they really wanted to put on a good show for the crowd here this week. And as Kyle mentioned earlier, we were at brisk minus 39 here this morning, minus 53 with the wind chill. So you can see Brendan's got his toque on, so I think they're a little cold.
You know what? It wouldn't be a curling event if it wasn't minus 39 outside. And at the end of the day, these guys will warm up. They're athletes. They did some warm-ups this morning. They were getting massages this morning, stretching out this morning.
Getting ready to go.
They'll be ready to go.
Give it an end or two and the jackets will be coming off and they'll be sweating and wishing they were outside in the minus 53 to cool down.
Second shot here for Harnden, firing out for Team Dunstone here this morning.
Yeah, put a center guard on his first, and Bottcher came around there to the top 8, and so Ryan Harnden is looking to just follow that down and freeze right on top of Bottcher's rock. So great throw there from Ryan Harnden.
So Megan, as we look at this, obviously this morning two teams that are disappointed. You got to believe that they're going to want to get off to a hot start here. I anticipate we're going to see a game where we've got a lot of rocks in play, lots of interesting shots, but these guys are going to want to score and score quick.
Yeah, I think this game, it's going to go one of two ways, actually. It's either going to be lots of rocks in play, lots of pressure, lots of complicated shots, or both teams coming off that disappointed loss maybe are not comfortable with the ice yet and are going to want to keep it clean. And we could see some, maybe a couple blank ends to start. So it could go one of two ways, and I'm interested to see what the strategy of the teams here is going to be.
You know, you mentioned the ice, and the Lloydminster Curling Club has tremendous ice, but this week we definitely have to give thanks to the crew. John Wall came in, world-class ice maker's been here over the course of the week, working along with Brian McCloskey, our head iceman, and Graydon and Lindsay were out there this morning as well. A huge thanks to them. A lot of work goes into this to get the ice ready to go for an event like this. And I know John's experience coming in, working along with everyone has been very important to the success of the event.
For sure. When we first started, talking about this event and we really wanted to get the top curlers here, it was what are the things we have to do to get the top curlers here, and having great ice conditions as close to arena like as we can get for the players was one of those conditions we had to have. So being able to bring in John Wall was huge, and him being available, with the Grand Slam being in Red Deer next week, he was in the area. We were able to pull him in and to work with Brian and Graydon, and I know they're relishing the opportunity to learn these techniques from John Wall. We've always had great ice here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. Brian and Graydon do an amazing job. But this knowledge from John Wall has just taken them so much further, and can't wait to see what the ice conditions will be on going forward.
Breckelon here from Team Bottcher with his first of the day. Looking to create a little movement in the house.
And looking to maybe clean some things up.
Good shot, good takeout.
Good double out there from Brett. So we have Bottcher sitting 2 red currently. Looking like Dunstone's wanting a hit and roll there.
Colton Lott, his second shot here for Team Dunstone early in the first end.
And so as well for the viewers at home, we do have some of the players mic'd up, so you'll be able to hear some comments from them. When they're in some serious conversation, we'll try and back off and let you guys listen.
Yeah, we probably should. They're the pros, right?
They are the pros. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone at home would rather hear their opinions than mine. I can guarantee it.
Commentating I had the Retornaz Goskins game yesterday, so commentating that one, and not fluent in my Italian nor my Dutch, so trying to translate there, but
and for those that are tuning in on the live feed, we thank you for taking the time out of your day this morning. Hopefully you're watching us at work or in the comfort of your home.
Absolutely, staying warm.
It has been interesting to look at the comments and the people that are out there. We've had coverage all over the world, which is amazing, and we thank everyone who's been tuning in, and it's going to be an exciting day. The afternoon here at 12:30, the ones that are going to be announced as the live games, I think is going to be really interesting for some people that might be over the pond.
Exactly, yeah. We're going to have the A qualifiers coming up at 12:30 today, so we're looking at some good games. I know Retornaz is in an A qualifier, Schwaller is in an A qualifier, so we're going to have some great games for our European and friends over there, and it's going to be great timing for them. 12:30 here in Lloydminster, it's going to be evening over there for them, so they'll be able to tune in and catch some great curling.
Getting off
games.
Work Friday night, maybe catching a pint.
Exactly.
Life would be great over in Scotland. Exactly. If maybe Bruce Mowat might be on.
He's on there too. Yeah,
we'll
I think Bruce Mowat is curling at 12:30 as well. So hopefully the people, our European friends over there, are staying much warmer than we are.
BJ Neufeld here with his first here in the first. Hit and roll behind cover. Trying to make it stay.
Trying to make it stick around, and looking like it will. So Dunstone sitting the 1 with a Bottcher Stone just kind of hanging on the top 12 there.
Definitely can see a good part of that rock.
Somebody's knob.
Mark Kennedy here from Team Bottcher getting ready to throw his first.
Yes, and just for our viewers on the live stream, we are monitoring the comments here for this live stream. So if you have any questions, throw them in the comment box, and we'd love to answer some questions for you guys.
Megan would like to answer some questions for you. I'm just kidding. No, absolutely. It's an opportunity for us to be interactive with everybody out there. And if you're wondering certain things or you're wondering different scores that are on the ice that we can possibly tell you what's going on, we definitely will.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, the cameras are only on sheet 4 and sheet 5.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, talking about the other games here. So we do have McEwen versus Cooey on sheet 5 here this morning. That is the other live streamed game. We also have Goskins versus Carruthers, Pierce versus Deconic Smith, Sturmey versus Armstrong, and Weeb versus Hood playing all here this morning. So we'll try and keep you updated along the way.
BJ Neufeld with his second here in the first for Team Dunstone. Again, looking for another hit and stick.
So sounding like we maybe got the whole Bottcher team mic'd up here this morning. I just heard some comments from Brett Gallant. So
yeah, Brett was really close to Mark there, so I think he
oh, maybe getting in Mark's microphone
Mark's
there.
mic was picking up what's going on. Good shot here from BJ. Good roll undercover.
Good question here on the live stream. Has anyone timed the ice yet? We have not yet, but our draw coming up. I'll time it for you on sheet 4. I know they've been timing on sheet 5, so you can always tune into sheet 5 over there if you're looking for some comments on that sheet. But I'll time a draw here for you when we get there.
We are very lucky, Megan. We are joined by a guy that has played in a Brier.
Yes.
Played in a Saskatoon Brier.
Yes.
With Scott Manners over on sheet 5 with Daryl Hanley.
Yeah, so if you're looking for some good curling analytics, lots of stopwatch times and lots of really good curling analytics, those are the guys on sheet 5 over here to listen to. We're not, Kyle and I here are not as well versed in our analytics, but
if you're looking for
we'll
some
do our best.
Good commentary though, little comedic relief here at 9:30 this morning, we're your team.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark Kennedy here, looking to come around here. Gets around, hit stick, great shot by Mark Kennedy. Ben and Brett, definitely with a great sweep. As we get into the skip stones here in the first end.
Bottcher deciding, or Dunstone deciding what he's going to throw on his first here.
Let's listen in here to what Matt and BJ are talking about.
So looking like they're maybe going to try and come down to that red that Bottcher just threw and maybe get a little flip in behind cover there.
Yeah, they've been playing this little cat and mouse game here so far in the first, inching their way over behind the guard.
Yes, and Bottcher is set up really well for the force. That biter on the top 12 there is really helping Bottcher to get the force here in the first end.
Matt Dunstone here with his first of the skip stones.
Although I am miscorrected, Bottcher does have the hammer here on our screen. We're saying Dunstone, but Bottcher does have the hammer.
Clean. Whoa, clean. Clean.
Just cleaning it down the ice here.
Yep.
Colton Lott going on it now. Got to get it past the guard.
Oh, great sweep by Colton Lott there to get it by.
Didn't quite get the little flip in, but great sweep from Colton Lott to get that by the guard.
Almost looked like they got on a little too late. They were close.
Yeah, they almost wrecked that.
But the power of these guys in their front ends of all of these teams. You know, when you look out on the ice, you know, you look at Team Goskins, you look at Cooey, you look at some of these teams and their front ends, these guys are mammoth.
Yeah. These guys are they're so fit. It's actually incredible. And you know, the amount of work they come in. You know, they're here for a bonspiel and they're curling. Some teams are curling once, some teams are curling 2 times a day. And when they're not curling, guess where they are? They're in the gym. Yeah, they're in the gym. So, you know, they never stop and their fitness is just incredible.
Not me, I'm in the lounge.
Yeah, we're in the lounge drinking.
Yeah.
We're not going to the gym with them, but
we're getting ready for our next game, but we need a couple of libations to get ourselves back into it. Brendan Bottcher here with his first in the first end of draw number 5.
Weight's good. Whoa. Weight's good.
Brett Gallant and Ben Hebert here, they're on it.
Just cleaning it in.
Ben starting to dig in here.
On it.
Definitely want to get this around that red. These guys should know this line. They've been playing it here the entire end.
Got the little flip. Hoping to get that out.
Ooh, that was close.
And that's hanging on the back 12 there. So is that potentially out counting Bottcher's red at the top? That could be costly. I think it is.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So Bottcher is now only sitting one, and that Dunstone yellow rock at the back 12 there is going to be your second shot. So needed just a little bit more weight on that one to be able to push it out and for Bottcher to sit there too. So they won't be happy with that.
Matt Dunstone here with his final rock of the end. He is going to try and make the scoring area very small for Team Bottcher here, as he's going to come in with the outturn draw. A line that hasn't been used yet here in this end.
Line that hasn't been used here in this yet. And so I'm going to time the hog to hog here for everyone watching, and I'll let you know kind of where we're sitting on a outturn draw first end.
Thank goodness Megan's here, everybody. Stopwatches, technical analysis, and the president of the Lloydminster Curling Club.
Yes.
You are one busy lady.
I'm wearing lots of hats this week, so.
I thought that one in practice.
In 2024, big year.
Big year.
Big year for the club, big year for yourself.
Yes.
Lots going on, but nothing bigger than the Astec Safety
Nothing bigger
Challenge,
than the
right?
Safety Challenge. We've been planning this for a year, so great way to kick off 2024.
Matt Dunstone here with his final rock. Looking for this to draw. Guys have not swept it at all here as they come down.
So that was a 14.39 hog to hog.
Good sweep. Guys are bringing
They're
this down.
getting it right to the button. Looking like Dunstone is the shot rock there. So great throw from Dunstone.
But it could be.
I would say based on that sweeping, though, it's a little slower and draw to button, Benny.
Brennan Bottcher getting ready for his final shot here in one. Hoping for a small little pushback to sit for two.
Sit for two.
Well, we're only
Feel like back in here.
It's a great first end from the teams. You know, I said this game's going to go one of two ways. They're either going to go at it and put rocks in play and make some difficult shots here. They're going to keep it open, and looking like they're going to go at it here in the first end.
Really a footer, basically the same way.
No, this was our Brier semifinal last year, Bottcher versus Dunstone. So these two teams very familiar with each other. They play each other all the time, so I'm sure they know each other's strategies, and they'll both be going at it the whole game.
A lot. Every weekend, these guys are off somewhere playing in a big event, and you can guarantee you these guys have exchanged pleasantries throughout the course of the year. Brennan Bottcher here with the last rock in end number one, looking to hit and stick for two.
Well, back line. Clean, yep. Yeah.
Mark calling the guys on hard. They
Gotta
need
get it
this to
past
hold.
top guard. And unfortunately, they will rack. So that is looking like a steal of one for Dunstone in the first end here.
Uncharacteristic, right? Again, Dunstone with a smart strategy, going to the side that hadn't been used yet. And unfortunately for Team Bottcher, not able to get the right read.
Yeah, Dunstone read the ice well in that outturn draw. They knew the speed he needed to throw, and the sweepers knew where it was going to go, and they're just able to catch Bottcher on the path that hadn't been played.
As we get ready for end number two, I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsors. As you can see up on the screen, Bandit, Bex and Construction Synergy, Credit Union, T-Bar 1, Border Inns and Suites, Cooperators, Jason Ardeen and Associates, L&L Oil Field, Velocity Truck Centers, 1061 The Goat, Wild Rose Pump and Compression, and Strathcona Resources. Once again, couldn't run these great events without these great sponsors, so thank you to them for all of your support this week at the Astec Safety Challenge. Ryan Harden here leading things off in the second end.
Dunstone with the steal of one in end number one, so Bottcher will retain hammer here in end number two. Bottcher's not going to be thrilled with his last shot he threw there in end number one, so I imagine they're going to try and come out hard to get their two here in the even end.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta, when the shot doesn't go your way or the end doesn't go your way, it's got to be out of your mind quick. It's time to rebound. You don't have time. In an 8-end game, it's a much quicker strategy to. You can't dwell on anything, and these guys need to move forward here in the second end. Big end for Bottcher.
Yeah, both these teams, I imagine they'll be going hard at it the whole game. Whoever loses this game will drop down to the C event and, has to win out then to win our big prize purse here. Whoever drops to the C is going to have to win out.
It's a
So
lot of games.
Yes,
in
it
72
is.
hours, it's a ton of games.
It's a ton of games. So tough grind when you get down to the C. So both of these teams are going to be really trying hard to get the win here so they avoid that C event.
First shot there for Ben Hebert. Corner guard laid out there nice. Ryan Harnden here with his second in the second end.
I know we had a question earlier in the chat if anybody here is using stainless steel sliders, and I don't believe anybody is using stainless steel sliders as they're talking about in the chat. Pretty uncommon these days to use stainless steel. But we do have lots of different throwing brooms floating around the arena here. See Matt Dunstone and his corn broom that he's got. So lots of different throwing sticks, but no stainless steel sliders here this week.
I think Monty Armstrong, who's playing with Team Armstrong, that broom he's using, the old hammer broom, that thing is got 30 years on it. I'm pretty sure.
That thing is old. Yeah, you bet. And yeah, mentioning Team Armstrong. So we're fortunate enough here this week at the Astec Safety Challenge to have 2 local Lloydminster teams in this event curling with these teams. And it's really just awesome. I know those 2 local teams were really excited to be here and to be invited to this event. So we have Team Armstrong currently curling on sheet 6 versus Karsten Sturme. And we have our other local team, Carl DeConnick Smith is curling versus Brent Pierce on sheet 2. So we'll keep you updated on those scores along the way.
Good.
Ben Hebert with his second. Brings it in on top of the yellow sitting on the button. Good shot by Ben. For those of you who haven't checked out the Ben Hebert show, his podcast, the things that he does when he goes to some Grand Slams and the Briar, it's worth checking out.
Absolutely, yeah, Brian. Ben Hebert is quite the character here, and but he does do some great sheet show, I think they call it on the Grand Slam.
Yeah,
be sure to check that out on Facebook.
Colton Lott here with his first in the second end. Calling guys off here quick as they feel they're touch heavy.
They were calling about back 4 there. So it's looking like they're maybe going to try and go around.
Button speed.
Little tick leaves it open.
So not quite what they wanted. They wanted to freeze on that top red there. So just a little heavy and a little wide.
Pretty good. I don't really want to blow it up too much.
You want to come take a look?
Brett Gallant here getting called down by Brendan Bottcher. Take a look at the strategy. Again, the small mistakes within the game create great opportunities. And Team Bottcher all going to get around this one. Mark Kennedy and Brett Gallant going to strategize here with Brendan Bottcher. We'll listen in.
Yeah, that's a dick move, right? I'll shake your hand now. Oh, hey, you're getting right. Yeah. Yeah, you could throw this with hack and just kind of come just into the side of it.
Like that.
Okay.
You want to keep it around or no?
No, let's just play hack. Yeah.
Calling for a slight hit and freeze.
Yeah, they're trying to get that yellow out with about hack weight and just kind of roll into that pile there, freeze on that back yellow.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you hear these guys talking about the different weights that they use and how precise they are. To win at this level, precision's everything, and confidence is everything. It's amazing.
And we go back to John Wall with that. These teams are very familiar with John Wall's ice, and so having John Wall here to make the ice for these teams this week, that just adds to another level of comfort for these teams. They know what to expect from his ice, and that just adds to them being able to make great shots for us.
Brett Gallant here, looking to bounce in off that outside yellow and freeze. Gets the tick, gets the roll.
Good shot. That's what they're
Excellent
they're
shot
looking for there.
there. Brett clearly feeling comfortable on the ice here so far this morning, which is nice to see. Colton Lott here with his second in the second end. Looks as though he's looking to come in and sit right in the middle of those two Reds.
Had a question on the live stream if the players are mic'd up, and I believe Dunstone, BJ, Brendan, and Mark, so skips and thirds on both teams, are mic'd up this morning, so should be able to hear them.
Good.
So that one didn't quite curl as much either as to what they were calling.
Not really, isn't it?
A little wide on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here. It looks like Brennan calling for the same little hit and roll. Should be a very comfortable shot here for Brett.
Try and group 3 stones, 3 red, up surrounding that yellow.
Like the same way if I can.
Okay.
Really sounding like Brett's mic'd up too here this morning.
I think Brett's coming in on Mark's mic.
Hey, he just really has a loud voice then to pick it up.
Here we go, Brett Gallant with his second.
Yep. Real hard, Mark. Yep, real hard.
Mark and Ben on it hard, quick.
Oh.
Curl. Curl.
Needing this to curl.
Right to it. Right to it. Right to it.
Gets the hit
Whoa, whoa.
and the roll.
Great shot there.
2 great shots by Brett. Setting things up here in the second end. Now, BJ Neufeld
9.
getting ready for his first shot here in the second end.
Top 12.
Anything else? Unless there's something good on the flat.
Oh, all good. All good.
3 quarters. Anyway.
Okay.
That must have been heavier, wasn't
Dunstone currently sitting 1 on the pin, so BJ going for the run back here. Hopefully eliminate some reds.
To be honest, you have to yell pretty good for me to hear you right at the hog line.
BJ coming at you. Ryan Harden, hard brush here.
Makes some noise in the house, gets rid of 1 red, peels off that guard, and moves things around.
Creates some separation. Now some decisions. How aggressive does Brendan Bottcher want to be here?
Just got to lose one of them.
Hit and roll and get the shooter buried, and then he makes it up.
Around the guard.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Bottcher's going to go for that yellow Dunstone rock yet. Still on third rocks here, so it could be a little bit too early to eliminate shot stone. So they're going to go around the guard and try and set up for a 2 or a potential 3 this end.
We just want to lose it nice and high in the house here. Yeah, top 8.
Mark Kennedy here with his first in the second end.
Behind everything.
It's not 14-6, I don't think. It's like more.
Out-turn draw. Looking to set in behind that corner red guard.
Fairly
You mind waiting a good spot, close to top 8 here, Mark.
If I didn't roll. Problem with the hit and roll. If I don't roll enough, then he hits and rolls behind the corner.
Mark Kennedy with his first.
We're a little tight.
Looking to draw around that red guard there, sit about 8 foot. Ben did well to hold that. They were calling tight line out of Mark's hand. Now Brett's looking for some more curl.
Looking to get it, drag it in.
Shot, Mark.
So gets that full 12
Good
around
shot
the guard.
Now Matt Dunstone looking to hit and roll off that shot that Mark Kennedy just left in the 12-foot.
Yeah, about half open, quarter half open here for BJ to hit and roll over.
Do you think there's a possible chance at the double here?
I do. Yep. I think that is their first call is to play the double, and if it's not quite working out, to hit and roll over.
BJ Neufeld with his second.
Clean up. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hit, roll for the double.
Nice double there from BJ.
Great shot by BJ Neufeld. With his second shot, now Team Bottcher needing their own double and need the shooter to stick. Things are lined up pretty good for this shot. Let's see if Mark can make this happen.
Yeah, with Dunstone sitting 1 and 3, that's one lonely red in there.
Obviously wants to get a little bit of a rollover behind the yellow and get some separation and try and not set up another double for Team Dunstone. Big shot for Team Bottcher here as they try and get on the board here in the second end.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl.
Good shot, got the roll.
Doesn't quite curl up enough for the double, but
Doesn't get the double.
eliminates the third shot yellow rock and rolls over.
I think you're rolling behind the guard, I think.
So no red double there for Dunstone. So looking like they're going to hit the red and roll behind the red guard.
Even if you make this double, you have this double.
No. It's very early.
Or?
You know, as you take a moment, you hear BJ and Mark talking. Obviously, we want to thank all the players that are wearing their mics today. You know, yesterday we had a few that maybe decided to leave them in the lobby, so it is nice that we've got all of our guys wearing the mics today, and we appreciate them, and it helps the broadcast for you at home, being able to hear what these guys are thinking and strategizing here on the ice here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center.
Yeah, and can't thank enough our live stream and camera crew who are here with us this week. We have Andrew from Groove V Productions out of BC is here with us, as well as local Maz Entertainment is here helping us out this week. So big shout out to those guys to be able to help us put on this production for everyone on the stream. Big
undertaking. These guys are doing a great job, and they're keeping me in line, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, making sure we don't get out of hand here.
Yeah, they've got the censor button ready to go. All right, Matt Dunstone with his first here in the second end. Looking for the hit and roll. The hit, the roll, undercover. Dunstone sitting 2.
Dunstone sitting 2. And it's maybe poked out about half a rock on the other side of that red, but no double there for Bottcher. So looking like he's maybe gonna freeze.
Absolutely needs to try and he needs this one to sit right on top, right on the button. Extreme precision shot needed here from Brennan Bottcher.
Yeah. This freeze is not perfect, and Bottcher's gonna be forced. He could potentially, you know, give up another steal depending on what Matt Dunstone does on his last. So this is a precise freeze here from Brennan Bottcher in the second end. See if we can get a time on this one for you guys on end number 2.
Brennan Bottcher with his first here in the third, or in the second, sorry.
It's close. I think it's good. Line's close. Tuck. Wait's there.
Calling it's there.
Light.
Maybe now a little late. Brett and Ben are working on this one hard.
Good hard sweep. They
So that
need
was
this one to sit right on top.
That was about a 15 there, hog to hog. So great ice conditions here this morning.
A little bit of curl.
Think about that.
Like that. Like a third.
Matt Dunstone here with his final rock. Looking for the hit and roll behind cover to be sitting 3, which will force Team Bottcher to have to make a draw to the button.
I didn't overly love that draw. I should have just played the hit.
Yeah, and hearing Bottcher now say he should have changed his mind, should have played the hit, didn't love the draw.
Last shot here for Matt Dunstone here in the second.
Skip. Whoop. Whoop. Yep. Skip. Hard.
Colton Lott sweeping this one the whole way down. And just peels it out. So Dunstone sitting 2 here in end number 2. 1 rock to come from Bottcher. So good force here from Dunstone in end number 2.
Yeah, trading back singles, getting both teams on the board.
Board. Okay.
And we've had lots of rocks in play, so it's been a good first 2 ends of this game.
Absolutely, it has been as we get zoomed in here for the final rock in this end.
And so for everyone tuning in, we are playing 8 end games here today and going to a extra end if tied.
It's pretty good. Easy.
Bottcher here, looking for the hit and stick for 1.
Looking good as Ben Hebert sweeps it in here, and that'll be a good hit and stick for 1 for Brennan Bottcher to tie it up 1-1 after end number 2.
At the end of end number 2, it's Team Dunstone 1, Team Bottcher 1, as we will break for a word from our sponsors here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Good scrub. Thirds, buddy.
We're back for end number 3, but Megan, I think we should probably provide a quick scoring update as
Absolutely.
there's some interesting scores by one local team.
And maybe you got better eyes than I do to be able to read off those scores.
All
on the
right,
other end.
first time I've ever had that said to me. Over on sheet number 7, we've got Team Weeb leading 1-0 over there against, I forget who
Team
those
Hood.
guys are playing.
They're playing Team
Hood.
Hood, the New Zealand team here this week.
On sheet 6, after one end, Team Armstrong up 3-0 on Team Sturmey.
Yeah, Team Armstrong, one of our local teams here. So great showing for those boys here this morning, looking like in the first end.
Sheet number 5, Team Cooey up 2-1 on Team McEwen after 2. On sheet number 3, Team Carruthers is up 2-0 after 2. And on sheet number 2, the other local team, Team DeConnick Smith, with a 2 spot in the second end to be leading 2-1 over Brett Pierce. So exciting action here after 2 ends in most sheets. And both local teams setting themselves up for an opportunity here.
Yeah, setting themselves well in the first couple ends, which is what they need to do. You know, both local teams unfortunately lost their first games yesterday, which I know they were disappointed with, but they were happy with their showings. Team DeConnick Smith took Adine to last rock. So great game they had against Adine.
And Megan, the one thing about being local teams and maybe they don't play on all the World Curling Tour events, these guys are good in their own right. These guys play in lots of different local events, and to be out here playing against the best in the world, not only a great opportunity for them to showcase their skills, but an opportunity to say that you're playing against world champions. That's a pretty good honor.
You bet. And lots of these local teams here, you know, they were very successful in their junior careers and have been going for, you know, Saskatchewan provincials for the Brier and all that. So they're competitive and they're not out of it in this tournament by any means. This is a very even field we have here this week. And all the 4 games we had yesterday were great games. Lots of extra ends, lots of close shots down to last rock. So really great games being put on here by not only our local teams, but every other team we have at this event.
Thanks, man.
So back to our feature game here. Ben Hebert setting in for his second shot. Trying to get things set up after both teams get forced to 1 in their respective ends with the hammer. Ben Hebert here with his second.
Line's good. Get a room. Room. Oh, room. Yeah.
No, it's good.
So first time Dunstone has the hammer here in this game and at number 3.
Good scrub. Good scrub. It's struggled to get in there. Find it.
Ryan Harden with his second.
Together.
Matt Dunstone calling for another draw just to the top of the 12-foot to set in there just in front of the yellow beside the red.
Looking like they maybe
Nope.
changed their mind and they're going to draw
And draw to the
to
corner.
the open corner there.
All right. Ryan Harden in here with his second.
Line's good. Easy.
So great question in here on the live stream is what is the sleeve, the white sleeve that Ben Hebert is wearing on his arm? And so that is a compression sleeve that you'll see sometimes the curlers will wear. Helps with their sweeping and helps recovery with their arms after the game.
Yeah, and you know what? With the amount of brushing these guys do and the strength that they use for this, obviously recovery and support is huge as they go out through the week here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Take a watch when Ben's sweeping. He's not just out there for a nice little sweep.
No, they are putting in the work here. So any little thing they can do to help their body recover, like these compression sleeves, really help them be able to curl, 1, 2, or potentially 3 games a day.
For the hit and roll here.
So getting that to the button, about half buried behind that yellow rock on the 8-foot.
Good shot by Brett Gallant
Wait on this.
with his first.
Yeah, 10.5. Yeah.
Now Colton Lott getting ready for his first here in this third end. Looks as though Matt's looking to see if Colton can bring this and freeze it right to the top of that red.
Yeah, great curling going on here this morning.
Okay, I think it's like 14.
People are starting to come in on the stands here in this nice and chilly minus 50 day here in Lloydminster.
You know what? And you look over to the VIP section, and I see Vern Falshear looking for the kegerator to start up so early this morning. Vern Falshear, one of the great partners over at Astec Safety, working the VIP. Been here all week working, getting things going. So big thanks to all of our partners as we need a ton of volunteers to make this event go.
Absolutely. The volunteers here have been huge. We could not put on this event without them. And so our volunteer coordinator has done an excellent job on getting the volunteers in the community. And the community has really stepped up to be able to help us put on this event. We couldn't do it without them. So thank you to everyone who has volunteered this time to be able to help us put on this event.
You know, I was going through my my Facebook page this morning, and a memory that came up 10 years ago today. Hockey Day in Canada was here in Lloydminster.
Yes.
Hard to believe that it was 10 years ago that we had Ron McLean and the entire team from Hockey Night in Canada, and Hockey Day in Canada was celebrated here in Lloydminster in 2014. Now we're here with the Astec Safety Challenge, another huge event for the city, and just again showcasing what the city of Lloydminster can do on the world stage.
Yeah, we really do have a great city here with lots of volunteers. And I mean, our sponsorship has been amazing. So we really want to be able to bring these events to Lloydminster and show everybody what we can do here and build our city and just, let people know we're here and we can put on these good events and have these top teams in the world, whether it's Hockey Day in Canada, curling events or anything else. We can put on some of the best events in the world and we want to be able to have the opportunity to show that.
Even if a certain team doesn't like to draw, we can still put on great events. But again, it's the culture of the city and the want and desire to put on fantastic world-class events with world-class facilities, world-class athletes, and world-class volunteers and sponsors.
Yeah, and with the Astec Safety Challenge, this is our inaugural event, first event here this year, and really we cannot be happier with the amount of teams we've had here. We have 9 of the top 10 men's teams in the world here with us this week. When we sat down to, talk about potentially putting on this event almost a year ago to the day, we sat down to talk about this event, and I don't think anybody anticipated that napkin that Jeff had wrote out with his idea on it was going to come into this, and we'd have 9 of the top 10 men's teams in the world. So really thankful that everybody has jumped on this leap of faith with us to be able to put on this tournament for everyone.
Absolutely. Colton Lott there with a big shot, cleaned up the house with 3 yellow Dunstone rocks now sitting and counting. Mark Kennedy here with his first. Team Bottcher looking to move a little bit of granite here.
Yep.
Park
Ben
for line.
Hebert called right on this one.
And a triple takeout by
Great.
Mark Kennedy. Cleans things right up.
Great shot there from Mark Kennedy. Couldn't ask for better when you're looking at 3 yellows in the rings.
What a shot by Mark Kennedy. See Ben Hebert there with the dig.
Which one does?
What a hit. What a shot.
What a
Great
great
play.
shot.
World-class shot right there. Now, BJ Neufeld getting ready for his first.
Looking to get that red out of the rings and sit 1. So we could be on our way to potentially a blank end here.
No, we don't want blanks. Those are boring. People at home don't want to see a blank end. They want lots of rocks, lots of points.
But at least we got that good triple from Mark Kennedy there. So giving him a good shot. But anything can
Absolutely.
happen. We still got skip rocks to come. So we could see a skip's deuce here yet. Who knows?
Like board.
Mark Kennedy now with his second here in the third. Looking for the hit and roll behind cover.
Wait, right.
As he slides out of the hack here. Yeah, looking for that hit and roll behind their red rock on the center line. Brett Gallant called on right away.
Calling for it. Needing to hold line.
Looking like that one's actually going to curl past and sail through the rings. So Brett Gallant unable to hold that for Mark Kennedy.
Ideally, just talk about.
Now that
Big
changes
opportunity
things.
there for Dunstone now to sit 2.
Definitely changes things in the way this end's going to go. Matt Dunstone with a huge opportunity to sit 2. Looking to split the house here.
Keep him even to avoid any double from Brendan. Starting to see more people come in on the stands here in this chilly morning, and we're so thankful to be a sold out event for our inaugural event here. We sold out this event in under 6 weeks, so just amazing fan support here, and we can't thank everybody enough for buying tickets. Looking like we're maybe having a handle issue here for Matty Dunstone, so we're gonna get an ice tech to come out and fix this handle here for him. So while we wait for them to get this fixed, why don't we talk, Kyle, about all the different events we got going on here throughout the week at the Astec Curly Safety Challenge. We got a 50-50 going on and silent auction. On Wednesday night, we had our kickoff event where we had a VIP social and a artist challenge. And the artist challenge, we had 4 local artists from Lloydminster come in and create some art for us. And those are up on for bid on auction at 32 auctions. So if you go on the Astec Safety Challenge Facebook page, you'll be able to check out those art that the artists created and make some bids on them, with half of the proceeds going to a scholarship for an art student pursuing art in post-secondary.
You know, it just goes to show, you know, obviously sport is obviously very important, but it touches a lot of tentacles throughout the city with some of the events that we're going. The artist challenge the other night was I know I couldn't paint any of those pictures in 2 hours.
Yeah, me.
Or do any of the leather work that was done there. But a very unique opportunity to combine different backgrounds, different abilities for people to see different things and support different things within the city. Yeah, the artist challenge was excellent. Obviously, a big highlight at the start of the week was the junior development camp. And, you know, 60 junior curlers were out on the ice, and they got the opportunity to work with world-class athletes. Even the world #1 team, Team Retornes, took time out of their practice
Amazing.
to come down and support that. And I can tell you there were a lot of kids getting a lot of pictures.
A lot of parents also getting a lot
There
of
were a
pictures.
lot of parents getting out on the ice. I believe Lori Makachuk was out on the ice getting pictures with
our
with Team
coaches are
Retornes.
excited.
You know, it was fantastic. And, you know, to see the smiles and to have these professional guys come out and share their knowledge, but then to come up to some of us from the organizing committee at the end and go, you know, the future of curling in Lloydminster is extremely bright. And there was one young feller out there, looked like he was 8 or 9 years old. What form? Now, I don't remember what it was like to be that flexible.
Yeah, he had the Manitoba tuck slide down pat, that's for sure.
He was unreal to watch the other night. So, again, it was a great night to share. And then, obviously, for those of you looking to get in on the art, pictures are up online on the Astec Safety Challenge Facebook page. Take a look at them. Go in there, put your bid in. These are one-of-a-kind pieces. You're not going to find another one out there. And I know for a fact our family has one or two of Michelle Lake's pictures in our house. So
Yes,
an
3
opportunity
beautiful
for you to go in
paintings.
and get something that's extremely unique.
So looking like we got that handle issue fixed here for BJ Neufeld. We saw John Wall come out and fix the handle, and I know somebody put in the comments that maybe it's a little too cold here in Lloydminster for the handles today, so could be with our temperatures.
I would love to know where you're coming in from. For some of you, it'd be great. When you're on the feed, let us know where you're coming in from. We'll talk about it here on air. We want to see how far we're reaching out here today from the Astec
Yes.
Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster.
I did see earlier, I think we have some people from Minnesota tuning in here this morning, some as well as some in Regina, some in Athabasca, so Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So awesome. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what the weather's like for you, because we're one of the coldest places on earth here this morning.
I could go to South Carolina.
I could go to South Carolina.
Yeah.
I bet you guys are having great weather down there.
Yeah, they're probably thinking a little curling this morning, a little golf this afternoon. Not here.
Yeah.
No,
And
definitely not here.
it's a lot different than weather's here a lot different this week than it was last week. Last week we could have been out golfing. And this week winter has hit.
You know what? A good friend of mine in Saskatoon, Brian Lee, the executive director of Golf Saskatchewan, played golf all the way up until New Year's Day.
Yeah, amazing.
Sand Green golf courses he was out playing until New Year's Day. So
we were having a great winter and decided to come in with a vengeance this week.
Did it
just
ever.
in time for this event. So I know the teams were all here to make it this morning. I know we had to go pick up one team this morning. Their car wouldn't start. One of our European teams, they're not used to this weather here and plugging in your vehicle overnight, but we're getting everybody here and we're getting them playing.
Brandon Bottcher with his first. Looking for the hit and roll. Need the roll.
Yeah, not bad.
So a couple more people from Hibbing, Minnesota. Joe's on here from Hibbing, Minnesota, and it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit there today. So not well versed in my Fahrenheit there.
They're not far off from where we
they're
are
not
today.
far off from where we are.
No, they're not far off from us.
Marilyn's on here from Legal, Alberta, and Kathleen is on here watching from Shaker Heights, Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio, yes.
Well, thank you to those folks that are online today. We appreciate you taking the time. And if you want to hear really great technical curling coverage, switch to the other stream.
Get 'em
Scott
both
Manners, former Saskatchewan champion, sitting here with local legend Daryl Hanley. Those guys are going to bore you a little bit with some of the statistical stuff. We're going to make
the fun
you laugh.
sheet.
Yeah, we're the ones that are going to make your morning that much better.
I got to pull up a Celsius to Fahrenheit converter here because I just got to know.
It's cold. That'd be minus 32 or 33.
4
here.
degrees Fahrenheit here is only minus 15 degrees Celsius. So we are very cold.
We're triple that.
Where we're sitting at minus 50 this morning, that is minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit, just for our US viewers down there. So very cold.
Feel free to catch a flight to Edmonton. Heck, we'll get someone to pick you up so you can come and experience
this cold.
Matt Dunstone here with his first in the third. Trying to get a little bit more hit and roll under cover.
Yep.
So Dunstone definitely sitting one. Do we think that yellow is on the rings or not?
The one for sure.
The one for sure is our other yellow on the rings. It's looking close.
Over on sheet one, Brett Pierce with his final shot in the third. Looking to get his one. And looks as though he will get his one in the third end. So Team Pierce and Team DeConnick Smith will be tied at 2 after 3. Obviously, we're going to pay a little more attention to the local guys, even though they're not on our sheet. So, but looks like it's a 2-2 tie at the end of 3.
Yeah, and looking like Team Armstrong over on sheet 6 is also holding their own. Looks like they gave up 1 point in the second to Team Sturmey. So Armstrong leading 3-1 in the third end over there. So great showing here this morning for the other local boys.
Brendan Bottcher here with his final rock in the third end. Needing to get some rollover. He gets it. Gets the bite. Good shot in there by Brendan Bottcher. Now, Team Dunstone, decision to make.
Throw, buddy.
Obviously, probably looking for the blank, as much as I hate to say that word.
Yeah, unless they think that yellow is on the rings. BJ's taking another look at it. Looking like they're confident that it's out. So we'll see if Bottcher agrees with that yellow being out, or if they're potentially going to put a stick to it.
Definitely, look at that. Look at that production crew. Those guys zooming in here to give us a good look. It's definitely not in the rings. So
Thanks to Maz Entertainment for getting the camera views there for us. We have who we got here on the stream? Tim from Vancouver Island saying Vancouver Island's having a cold snap this weekend as well at -11.
you know what, for Vancouver Island,
Vancouver, that's cold. Golf courses closed down there, so.
You know, I spend a lot of time in Vancouver, and when it snows, they don't drive well. Big shot here, final shot for Matt Dunstone here in the
maybe
third.
Going for the hit and stick, so maybe they do think that yellow's on for 2. Otherwise, I would have expected to see a blank from Dunstone, so we'll see what the score goes up as.
Yeah, clearly.
They must have thought that yellow was on for 2.
We're going to find out. The all-important scorekeeper is putting up 2 points for Dunstone. So it is 3-1 for Matt Dunstone at the end of 3. Obviously,
it's hard.
Our angle with the camera was, I can't believe they didn't go for the instant replay. We maybe should have had him out. Maybe Bottcher giving up an S shot a little too early there.
Maybe, yeah.
We should have sent him. But once again, as we get started here in the fourth, huge thank you to our sponsors that we have out there. Boundary Ford, Lloydminster Agriculture Exhibition Association, the Lloydminster Curling Club, Canadian Angus, Click Before You Dig, RL Electric, The Tent Guys, Excel Insurance, Lloydminster, Fountain Tire, Industrial Scientific, Musgrave Agencies, and our presenting sponsor, Wild Rose Pump and Compression. Once again, thank you very much for your support. These events don't happen without that.
Yeah.
Ryan Harden here with his first in an important fourth end. 3-1 game.
3-1 game. I imagine Brendan Bottcher's going to want to go hard for his 2 here in end number 4. He's got the hammer in even ends. So I expect him to really want to get his 2 there.
Game management's important here, though, too, right? In a short game, 8-end game management's huge. And obviously, when the opportunities are there, you've got to make sure you jump on them.
Yeah, you want to keep that hammer in the even ends here if you're Brendan Bottcher to hopefully have the hammer in end number 8 and give yourself a chance to win this game in the 8th end.
Ben Hebert slamming the broom down, not happy with his throw. But at the end of the day, that doesn't hurt him. Corner guard out, high corner guard out there. As we get ready for second shot from Ryan Harnden.
So we had a comment here from Deborah in Colorado asking, how does the cold temperature outside affect the ice inside, or does it? And you know, so far I haven't heard any complaints from our ice makers. I think we've kept the building pretty secure, and we're used to having these -50 temperatures when we're making ice. So far I think the ice has held up really well, and our cold weather hasn't impacted too bad.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't impacted it too much. Thankfully, the renovations that have been done in this curling club over the last 10 years are able to really keep a controlled temperature. And again, the ice plant here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center, it was replaced about 8 years ago. So the header on the plant is very new. The equipment's very new underneath the ice, and we're able to do lots of great things here with the technology. You know, and one cool note, we did leave the lights on all night.
We did leave the lights on all
try
night.
and create a little bit of heat inside to keep it a little more controlled. So, guess the city of Lloydminster will get that bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben Hebert with his second, another corner guard attempt up there.
Dunstone sitting 2 here and looking to play the center guard.
I think it's more like 14-2.
Lots of great people on the stream here this morning. We got Edmonton from where it's foggy there in Edmonton here this morning. Some from Calgary, couple ladies from PEI, Ontario, North Dakota, Nova Scotia. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We're glad to see how far we're reaching our stream.
Colton Lott with his first. Looking to get the guard up there. BJ Neufeld digging in. Matt Dunstone with the call.
Didn't quite get that over to the center line, so not quite enough curl, but
Now an opportunity for Brett Gallant to come in and hit that one in the full 8 with a roll underneath the red. Need to start getting some confidence here for Team Bottcher. They need a couple shots to go their way here early in the morning so they can get themselves back in this game against Team Dunstone. First shot for Brett Gallant.
Couple more interesting viewers here. We have Robert watching from Siberia here this morning.
He must be in Lloydminster.
Yeah, exactly. Feels like Siberia here in Lloydminster. And Kelly tuning in from Naples, Italy. So
wow, awesome. Thank you very much. Naples, Italy. I'd like to be there.
I'd like to be there as well.
But again, thank you very much for tuning in. Obviously, Team Retorna is not playing here this morning as they're getting ready for a big matchup this afternoon against
Gushu. Retorna's in Gushu in an A qualifier at 12:30 this afternoon.
That's heavy even, eh? Okay, good.
Now Colton Lott with his second, looking to come in on that same line that Brett Gallant came in on, looking for the hit and roll. Gets the hit and the roll, and it pokes out the other side. Now Brendan Bottcher needs to make a decision. Looks as though he's going to go for the double.
Yeah, looking as he's asking Brett to play the double here and hopefully be able to stick that rock behind that yellow guard.
Be out, right? Yeah.
Brendan with the double tap. He's ready.
As he sets in the hack, very focused here this morning.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Ben Hebert really digging in there. Great shot.
Gets the double. Doesn't quite stick around, but cleans up the house. So that'll help.
Good shot there by Brett Gallant. And as you say, laser focused. Again, for a reminder for everybody out there, these guys are playing for $100,000 this week.
Yeah, thanks to our sponsors, we are able to put on one of the biggest prize purses these guys will play for on the tour this year. So we cannot thank our sponsors enough for stepping up to be able to offer a great purse here for our teams. But yeah, playing for $100,000 here this week, total purse. So they're taking it seriously. This isn't just your little local club spiel. This is a big event for them, and they're playing for lots of money here.
BJ Neufeld here with his first in the fourth end. 14 on the clock, as Matt Dunstone says. Brendan Bottcher going to get in there and try and sweep this as far back as he can.
That'll slide to the back 8. So we're going to have first rock from Mark Kennedy here in the fourth end.
You could do this.
What'd you get on that? Seems quick.
Looking like they're going to try and draw around their 2 corner reds and get him behind cover over there.
Looks like Mark's a little more comfortable with the intern. Once again, laser focused. These guys are locked into what they're doing in their profession here. Big shot for Mark Kennedy. here with his first in the fourth end.
Line's good. Room.
Ben and Brett calling for about top 8 here.
Oh, line's good. Okay, curl.
Trying to get some movement there and really sink it around behind these corner guards.
Line's real good.
Guys are digging in. Great line. Good sweep.
Great shot there from Mark Kennedy. They needed that.
Absolutely, they did. Great shot, Mark Kennedy.
That is completely lost behind those guards. So well thrown rock from Mark Kennedy.
Matt Dunstone calling for full 8 in behind his yellow. Out-turn draw for BJ Neufeld.
Yeah.
A lot of rocks have been thrown on this side of the ice throughout the match, so they clearly know this line quite well.
Yeah. Agreed. Line's good.
Hard, guys.
Never off it.
Hard, guys. Line's really good.
15-4.
Guys are on it hard.
You heard BJ call a 15-4 on that one, and that got him full 12. So ice is holding up great here this morning.
Now we'll see. Obviously,
Oh.
Brennan looking for a quiet tap and roll here.
Yeah, looking like he's going to make a move on that shot rock
Wider.
with Mark Kennedy's second stone here in the fourth end.
Well, sounds like
Hearing a little F-bomb there from
BJ
BJ Neufeld this
Matt
morning.
not happy with that shot, maybe.
Not happy with that shot. They
I
wanted to be second. They wanted to be second shot for sure there. So BJ just coming up a little late.
And for those of you, this is live. So you will hear some colorful language throughout the event. Mark Kennedy with his second, looking for the hit and roll under cover.
Good there. You're good.
The hit, the roll.
Hit and roll. So Bottcher sitting 2 here. No double on those for Matt Dunstone.
2 solid shots for Mark Kennedy here in the fourth end.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good about those ones.
All right.
Trying to,
Matt Dunstone now with his first of the end. Rumor has it he might have smacked a bumper pad a little hard last night.
Yeah.
There's a rumor. Where's a rumor?
Rumor's a rumor, so. But like we were saying earlier, they're playing for a lot of money here, so they are taking this seriously.
Obviously, competition is huge and competitive nature. You don't win at the highest level if you're not competitive. You know, I used to be in the world of golf, and I may have snapped my odd club here and there. So I understand the pressure these guys are under.
Yeah.
You know, this is business. This is life. This is how they pay their bills.
This is how they pay their bills.
So
serious money here and points as well for points for their tour. So you know, whoever wins this spiel, if it's not Joel Retornaz, whoever wins a spiel could you know, help push them up their rankings, maybe a new team and #1 in the world. So.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, the long term for all of these teams here in Canada is preparing for the Olympics and the Olympic trials. And you know, these teams join together for a 4-year term, basically, right? They sign on for a 4-year contract with each other, and with a chance to build for the dream to obviously wear the Canadian flag, and to walk in with the other great athletes that we have in the Winter Games.
Yes.
And yeah, we're passionate about hockey in Canada, but boy, curling is a very close number 2.
Exactly. Yes. And you know, we are in the presence of some Olympic champions here, as well as some teams who are going to be going into the Olympics in 2026 in Italy. So great teams here this week.
Big shot here from Matt Dunstone.
Getting it by that one in the top 8 and getting to the back rock there to hit it out and sit 1 and 3. So a quick question we had on the live stream is, who are the ice makers? So our local Lloydminster Curling Club ice makers are Brian McGlasky and Graydon Lomas. And they are here working this week with John Wall, ice maker for the Grand Slam. We brought in John Wall for the week before he goes to Red Deer to make ice for the Slam next week.
Yeah, John's a very high-end technical ice technician. Does a lot of work with Curling Canada, the Grand Slams, the Brier, the Scotties. Man's going to be busy in Alberta because he's going to go to the Pinties here this week in Red Deer, and then he's going to head down to Calgary to get ready for the Scotties.
As well, and with the Brier being in Regina. So for all our local curling fans in Lloydminster, they're going to get the opportunity to take in both the Scotties and the Brier, with them both being about a 5-hour drive away.
Yeah, obviously the Scotties being played at Winsport in Calgary, and hopefully one of our local curlers is going to be in that. But we'll see.
Yes, we are hoping so.
We will see as she gets ready to. Lindsay Birch gets ready to head off with her team.
Nancy Martin, yes, local curler Lindsay Birch will be curling with Nancy Martin in the Curl Sask Provincials coming up here at the end of the month. So we wish her the best of luck.
Brennan Bottcher here with his first.
Little light, but close.
Saying it's a little light. Needs some movement here. Getting the curl now.
Heavy hack.
Ben Hebert leaning in.
Come on, Benny.
Calling on Benny. Big shot, good shot.
Good shot there. Wanting a little bit of a roll, so we're looking for a little bit more curl, but they're sitting 1 and 2. So
now Matt Dunstone with his final shot.
Looking as to where he can go, that will force Bottcher to 1 and not allow Bottcher to be able to get his 2. Looking to maybe throw board and roll behind.
The guy said it though. I liked how he answered. I thought once he started carving it, with it being a little light, we could have got it there.
I can hear him that.
All good.
You know, I mean,
Right in behind our yellow.
right. Board weight.
A tough draw.
So Matt Dunstone has decided on a board weight hit and roll behind his 2 yellow rocks there. Hopefully to get fully buried to force Brennan Bottcher to a draw for 1. So great question here on the live stream. Is the Lloyd Curling Club part of Curl Alberta or Curl Sask, since we are the border city and we are affiliated with Curl Sask? So lots of opportunities here for our local curlers to go to Saskatchewan provincials.
Matt Dunstone here getting ready for his last rock here in the 4th end.
Yep.
Looking
Really
for
looking
board weight hit
to
and
take
roll.
control here of this game.
Needing some extra curl from Colton Lott here.
Doesn't get the roll.
Yeah, couldn't quite hold it to roll behind their yellows, so they were trying to curl it to roll the other way and ended up just getting no. So
Brennan Bottcher here for his final shot.
Yeah, I think same.
almost a wide open hit and stick here for his 2 points in end number 4.
As you heard him and Mark Pryor, looking for a break. Here's their break. This is the chance they've been waiting for. Scoring in the 4th.
2 points in the 4th to tie it up. Keep the hammer in the even ends. That'll go a long ways to helping them win this game.
All right, Brennan Bottcher. The most pressure you've felt all year in 2024 right now here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Here we go with the final rock in 4.
Beats good.
Ben Hebert starting to dig in here. Breckland calling hack weight.
Looking for some curl. And that's looking like a great shot there. So 2 points for Brennan Bottcher in end number 4 to tie it up against Matt Dunstone.
Great shot there. As we head to the 5th end, Brennan Bottcher, 3. Matt Dunstone, 3 here at the Astec Safety Challenge in Lloydminster, Alberta, Saskatchewan.
Even that one ran straight to my first one.
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
back.
Okay, so half a second more. Okay. Okay. Extra little. Okay.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
Hi there. I'm Joseph Rosenberg, the Contact Center Manager for Utility Safety Partners, and we're very proud to be a sponsor of the Astec Safety Challenge. Now, when you're competing in a bonspiel, you gotta dig deep and uncover what's buried and plan each shot. And in life, when you've gotta dig deep and uncover what's buried, well, you have to plan, and that plan needs to involve utility safety partners. When bumping that object in front of you is not an option.
Good scrub. That's a good spot, Ben. Good.
And we're back here at the Astec Safety Challenge as we enter into the fifth end. A couple rocks have been thrown. But a quick scoring update for all of you out there wondering what's going on over on Sheet 7. We've got Team Weeb sitting at a 2-1 lead over Team Hood. Over on Sheet 6, Team Armstrong up 4-1 over Team Sturmey after 3 ends.
Local team there, so
They're
great
down,
showing these guys so far this morning.
They're down to their final rocks over there as Team Armstrong's facing 2 right now, but they do not have the hammer. Team Sturmey has the hammer. On sheet number 5, another feature match if you want to tune into Dr. Daryl Hanley and Scott Manners, former Saskatchewan Brier champion.
They're your technical experts there, so if you really want some technical curling, tune into them. We're just the fun guys.
But they're really no fun, I promise. They're really not that fun.
You want to stay with us.
Yeah, you want to stay here, for sure. But over on their match, Team Cooey leading 3-1 as they're down to the final shot for Mike McEwen. Over on sheet 3, Team Carruthers is up 2-1 after 4 on Team Goskins. And over on sheet number 1, it's Brett Pierce up 3-2 on Team Carl DeConnick Smith.
Our other local team here, yes.
So over on sheet 5, final rock coming down here for McEwen. He's facing 2, looking for the hit and stick for 1, and he will get it. So Team McEwen will take 1 in the 4th over there as they're trailing Team Cooey 3-2. Big game. Those are 2 heavyweights on that sheet.
Absolutely. And as we mentioned earlier, right off the beginning, this is the B event here we're streaming this morning. So all games here are B games. So the losers of these games are going to drop down to the C. So, you know, we will have either Bottcher or Dunstone and Cooey or McEwen in the C event here on this Friday. So going to be some tough grinding out of the C if you want to be able to win this event.
You know what, though? There have been teams that have made it to the final, grinding it out of the C event.
For sure.
Team Cooey did it in Okotoks earlier this year. You know, not to say it can't be done. It can be done.
Exactly. C doesn't mean you're out, but just makes maybe a little bit of a tougher road for you, and definitely some more games. Once you're into the C, you're into the grind to be able to get out.
Like that.
So Matt's maybe looking to hit the red and roll over. But looking like he's changing his mind and he's going to draw the open side here, T-line. As Ryan Harnden throws here, his second rock of end number 5. And weight's looking really good from Ryan Harnden on his second shot as Colton Lott just dusts it down to the tee line. So great throw there from Ryan Harnden. As you hear BJ ask, what was the speed on that rock from Ryan Harnden? And Matt Dunstone replying with a 13.7 hog to hog. So great ice surface here this morning.
What else? Do you like losing one?
And so on sheet number 6, there are Sturmey versus Armstrong. Sturmey was able to pick up 2 points in the 4th end. So Armstrong leading Sturmey 4-3. Of course, Armstrong being one of our local teams here this week, and Sturmey, an Albertan team who's going to be one of the favorites for the Alberta Provincials this year for sure.
Line's good. Can you clean it for line? Okay. Line's good. Line's tight. Line's tight. Well, no, line's not. Line's good.
All our Newfoundlanders who are tuning in here with +5 weather, we're jealous. We are jealous here. We're freezing in our -50, and so enjoy your +5 weather. I know you guys definitely get some crazy storms out there. So looking for maybe a run back here. Matt Dunstone's asking for Colton Lott.
Back 12 with the heavy clean.
And gets the peel off. Doesn't quite make a connection with any red in the house and almost took out their own yellow. So peel, just the peel there for Colton Lott.
Yeah, I'd like 2 rocks higher than half, eh? How about that?
And Breckelant looking to put back that guard that Colton Lott just peeled off on the center line. With Bottcher sitting 1 on the button there, they're looking to guard that for as long as they can.
Line's good. Line's good. Over and off now.
And so Breckelant just getting that over the hog line. Really close to hogging that rock, but as you heard him say, think he had something under that, so it was picking. Hearing another F-bomb there from Breckelant. That rock was picking, so they just got it over the hog line. So very, very high guard. And so with that guard being so high, lots of room here for Colton Lott to get around to that yellow in the top, or that red in the top 12 and hopefully push it back to be sitting yellow 2, 3, and 4.
Big shot here for Colton Lott.
Here I'm calling hack. Ryan getting on it now to get some more curls. They get around this guard. Really looking to curl this rock. And so they'll push it back to almost freeze on their yellow in the 12-foot. So moved it off the center line, off the top 12. Bottcher is sitting 1 on the button there. And Dunstone is second shot.
Definitely sitting second, yeah.
Jillian tuning in here from Northwest Territories, where it's currently -40, feeling like -52 with the wind chill. So
we got ya.
They know how we're feeling today.
Great weight.
So Mark Kennedy up now with his first rock in the 5th end.
Line's good.
Calling for a tight guard.
Okay, line's close. Line's good. Line. Curl.
Looking for a tight guard, getting both Brett and Ben to really curl this one over.
Big dig here.
Really want to get that one on the center line.
15-7.
All right.
Matt's looking at pushing their yellow back here onto that red. Thinking it's time to make their move to be able to sit shot rock.
No. To be honest, now that we got 3rd shot over there, we got to sit apart. The shooter won't be shot. Just it.
I was hoping to hook the guard.
Not even trying. Yeah.
PJ Neufeld with his first here in the 5th. Matt Dunstone trying to get a placement on where he wants this.
So you heard Mark Kennedy there tell Brennan that he was a little bit soft on that throw. So one of the things with bringing in John Wall to a curling club to make arena-like conditions is that you cannot cheat the broom in these conditions out here. They will definitely curl. So you no cheating the broom, and you gotta have a nice, clean, crisp throw.
Absolutely, you do.
Whoa!
And it's nice to see the ice holding up throughout the game.
Absolutely. The speed's
It's
been
not
great
breaking
so
down.
far.
Nice tap back raise there from BJ Neufeld to sit shot rock. Bottcher sitting 2 and 3.
Yeah, and well play there by Dunstone to not eliminate that red and leave themselves a little bit of backing to make it a little bit more difficult for Bottcher to get that yellow shot rock out.
One thing that amazes me though about these guys and these players, even the most impossible shot to you and I, they have an eye to see how they're going to make this happen, and it blows me away some of the shots we see. So
Us club curlers were not as good with our eyes for these shots.
absolutely not. But these guys, boy, do they
These
hit.
are the professionals. And that's why it was so great to have a lot of these players out for a junior development camp on Wednesday to, you know, be able to show these kids when you get onto arena ice, look at the different types of shots you can play and how you can play them and how to work with the angles and how to do weight control. And so that was really just a great event. So that session was led by Team Bottcher here as our host team and lots of other teams. So we thank them. Looking like they're going to have a discussion here about this shot. So let's listen in.
Well. Like, we could almost throw this hard and just roll right in the pocket. But he's going to play this again. And he rolls bad. He just freezes.
So what are you trying to do with this shot?
I was trying to throw normal and make a little bit of noise and get, like, move them
around.
Move them. You could play this one onto this one.
Well, what if you played it with like hack, and if we kind of clip here, and if you make it direct, it's pretty
Play
good.
it with board. I'm good with that. Board.
I don't like. Okay, I don't really love board. Yeah.
Well, with hack, if we hit half a rock and hit half a rock here, it's going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'd like to throw some weight that we're moving something.
Okay.
Give yourself a chance to make it real good with board. Like there's
if guys, if we do this, okay, we kill this, and then he just does this. He's lying 2 yellows buried, right? If we throw hack and just kind of move him around, at least we got a prayer.
Oh, true. Bad, right.
Okay. Okay. I'm fine with hack. I think it's 12. Like 12 and a half, I barely think you're bumping it to the T line. Sure.
Then at least we've got this. Just come in here.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
Yeah. If he makes that double and we draw to the pinhole, he's not going to have much.
12.
Didn't see him playing this.
I 12 onto this one.
So looking like they've decided to run back, tap back that top red guard onto that yellow shot rock there. Good, great discussion there from Team Bottcher.
Yeah, good debate. Awesome to hear certain perspectives. And Mark Kenny going, I don't love certain weight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, it's a collaborative. You need 4 guys to make a great shot.
Yes, they all need to be on board.
Right.
And as well as we mentioned earlier, with these guys playing each other so much, this was your Brier semifinal last year. It's not only as what shot is the best for us, but what shot's going to make the hardest shot for Matt Dunstone next.
Big shot here, Mark Kennedy from Team Bottcher.
Clean. Whoa.
Gets the bump.
So not quite enough curl for what they were hoping for, but I think they're happy with that.
Now Matt Dunstone.
Good shot, Mark.
Losing a lot of reds with any sort of hard
Yeah.
When I slid a sliver full.
Shooter's gone.
I still had it.
Yep.
I was soft there.
He can't afford to
Yeah.
throw that hard.
This guard, it's so good for him.
11-6. Yeah,
This
11-68.
guard, it's so good for him.
Oh.
There's nothing here now.
So Bottcher sitting 2, 3, and 4 here with Matt Dunstone sitting shot, but there is also lots of yellow counters around the rings as well too. So interesting end shaping up here.
BJ Neufeld with his second shot here in the 5th.
There's a lot of death.
Get around the guard.
This is
And Dunstone's really going to want his 2 points here in the 5th. I think he would have been he'll be happy with 2 or a blank, but we're not looking like a blank here in end number 5, which is great. Lots of exciting shots.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a blank here. BJ Neufeld with his second.
Getting Ryan Harnden on this now.
Looking to bump that straight back through that port. Good shot there from BJ Harnden or BJ Neufeld. Dunstone sitting 1.
Pushing that back to half in the 12-foot. Dunstone sitting 1. Bottcher number 2 shot, and Dunstone is number 3 shot. So
No, Team Bottcher.
yeah. Well,
Just
that's
been
the
up.
best of all of them. That's the best
Fuel.
because now he doesn't even have the in-off over there anymore.
really interesting end shaping up here in end number 5.
Backside this one.
Dead straight.
I think if we stick in there, man, he's got to roll away. Like you said, you might have half.
I see a couple comments coming in here about the players' mics, and so our camera crew upstairs is monitoring them. So we'll try and get the best sound quality we can for you guys.
Okay. I think it should be nice out here.
Yeah. It goes right into the side.
A couple inches of it.
Might have it up.
We got a little bit of margin. We can hit it thin, kind of pick the yellow out. We can hit it a little thick and spin up a little. There's a couple ways this can go pretty good for us.
Team Bottcher, Brennan Bottcher here with his first in the 5th. And for those of you wondering if it's cold here in Lloydminster, we just received word that Team Mowat's vehicles didn't start. So our traveling companions are out going to pick up Team Mowat from the hotel and get them here for their game this afternoon.
Yeah, our European friends not used to this weather, and for those of you who are not from Canada, don't know Canadian weather, we have block heaters in our vehicles. So when we get down to these cold temperatures, we gotta plug our vehicles in, or they're not gonna start. So lots of these teams here not used to it. So we're getting some people to go pick up our players so they can make their 12:30 games.
Good shot there from Brennan Bottcher. Got some movement to create a few opportunities. Lots of decisions here now for Matt Dunstone and BJ Neufeld. We'll listen in to hear what they say.
To budget for falling, but
We did get the mics turned up, so hopefully you guys are able to hear him better. I know BJ is wearing his mic today, but I'm not sure if Matt put his mic on this morning or not, so you might not be able to hear Matt.
we can get right now.
Yeah, Matt's lips are moving, so he's definitely not wearing his mic again. But that's okay. Thanks to BJ for wearing his.
Might have to redirect off our shooter. Redirect off the one we just threw.
Lots of interesting rocks here, so
Has to be like a redirect off the one we just threw.
we'll have an interesting shot here from Matty Dunstone.
Yeah,
You
not
can
100%
see
sure.
BJ looking all over the house, and you can see the wheels turning in his head as we really have a complicated end shaping up.
Huge hit. Our back one's gone. Top one's in play.
All right, first shot for Matt Dunstone. Here in the
Dunstone
5th.
holding the hammer here in end number 5. Gonna be looking for his 2 points.
Heavy right now too.
Well, fucking sticky.
Line's good.
And it really does sound like, I believe, Matt Dunstone's not wearing his mic, and Brett Gallant has, I think, picked it up for the game. So thanks to Brett for picking up that mic if he is indeed wearing one, or maybe he just has a really, really loud voice.
Maybe.
Good.
Heck of a shot there from Matt Dunstone to sit 2.
Great
and
shot.
Freeze right on
Freeze on the
top of
button.
his rock on the button.
So interesting end here. Matty Dunstone sitting 1-2. Bottcher is sitting 3-4. And Dunstone sitting rock number 5. Lots of rocks in play. If you're looking at the backboards there, we've only have one rock of each color out of play so far this end. So
Now we have a decision.
Team Bottcher is going to discuss again. So let's listen in and hear what they have to say.
Yeah, well, if anything, we got to be a little high. Well, we're going to be a little high. But I think we're going to. We can definitely get second shot this way.
Yep.
I don't think you'll get this over top. I don't think there's any hit that works.
No. Trying to bump it from here. Is that the plan?
We just got to bump it far enough that our shooter's second. I think I'm trying to throw hack.
So Bottcher
think we're
thinking
gonna
he
reach
doesn't have a shot to get shot
like a
stone here, so he's trying to get second shot.
Okay. Back liner.
Down a bit here.
Trying to make the scoring error really small.
That's close.
Eliminate damage. Try and find a way to hold Matt Dunstone to 1. Obviously, he's going to leave him with an intern draw to try and get to the
13.
button
Okay.
for 2.
Just kind of chunk
But
this as close as we can.
big shot here for Brendan Bottcher.
13.
You hear him say he wants to chunk it. So great curling terminology coming out here today.
Must be talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chunky. He's sitting up in the broadcast booth here. All right, Brendan Bottcher here with his last shot in the 5th. Needs to find a way to get to that one on the button.
Back. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Back.
Mark Kennedy calling line.
Heavy.
A little heavy.
It says it's a touch heavy. Need this to curl. Are they going to find that port?
Brett Gallant on it now. Great shot there from Brendan Bottcher to sit number 2 and push that shot Matt Dunstone rock to the back 4 for a third shot.
So there is an opportunity at 3 for Matt Dunstone as
I think it's good as we were going to do.
they have a chance to come down on their yellow rock in the 8-foot, try and push that red rock just far enough so they could sit 3.
Yeah.
This is a game-breaking shot here for Matt Dunstone.
Yeah, get that second shot, that red rock, out of there for 3 points. So
It's either 1 or 3.
1 or 3, it's looking like here. So good opportunity for Matt Dunstone to get 3 points in the 5 here and really take the lead. Precise shot there, though. You can see that yellow's almost fully covered by that really high red, but with the ice conditions here today, the boys will be able to curl that around and make some contact.
Matt Dunstone, final rock here in the 5th end with the opportunity of 3 on the board. Here we go.
I don't think we were ever getting it under enough that this shot.
Ryan Harden, Colton Lott. Getting
Here-
on it now. BJ
here, BJ
Neufeld calling
calling
the
him.
guys on. Is he by the guard?
He's by the guard.
The bump, the hit.
Great shot there from Matt Dunstone
And
for
3.
3 points.
Matt Dunstone takes a 6-3 lead at the end of 5. What a shot here in the replays. You can see the guys totally
Really
jumping on
working
it.
on that.
BJ Neufeld calling hard. The hit and poke.
As you heard Brendan say, though, that his last shot was about the best he could do. So Matt Dunstone just had the great opportunity that end to get 3.
As I look over to sheet number 6, Team Armstrong versus Team Shumay. And looks like Team Armstrong's put another one on the board after the 5th end.
Yeah, so looks like they're leading by 2 over Sturmey over there.
So Team Armstrong, local team, 5th end, they're up 5-3 with 3 ends to go. And our other local team, Carl DeConnick Smith and Brett Pierce going at it after 5 ends. 4-4 at that on sheet number 1.
Yeah, great games out here this morning.
Once again, a huge thank you to our sponsors, as you can see on the screen: Bandit Energy, Vaccine Construction, Synergy Credit Union, Border Inn and Suites, our host hotel, T-Bar 1, Cooperators, Jason Arnden and Associates, L&L Oilfield, Velocity Truck Centers, 1061 The Goat, our media partner, Strathcona Resources Limited, and Wild Rose Pump and Compression, the presenting sponsor of the Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Alberta, Saskatchewan.
So we're into end number 6 now here with Brendan Bottcher holding the hammer, and you heard him say as they were getting ready to start this end, they're going to go hard for 3. They want 3 points here. They really want to tie this up in end number 6.
Yeah, time is now. You're running out of ends, and
Line's good.
you don't have time now. Now you got to turn up the heat. You got to turn on the aggression,
Good
and
stuff,
it's
guys.
time to make some headway here in the 6th end.
Try and get their 3 points. That was a great played end in end number 5 by Team Dunstone to give themselves the opportunity to have 3 points. So kudos to them for well played at end number 5, and excited to see what we get here in end number 6.
Can't hear anything.
So BJ holding the broom here for Ryan Harnden. Looks like maybe Matt Dunstone's taking a little bathroom break.
Definitely a potty break for Matt Dunstone. We'll get a report on that for you. I'm sure we've got an eye in the sky down there somewhere.
You know, I never really realized when you watch curling on TV, such as the Slams or the Briar or the Scotties, how often these boys run off the ice to pee.
I think they just go off behind the scoreboard at those big events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're here watching it live, they're running off all the time to pee. So
Absolutely. All right, Colton Lott brushing on his own here. BJ Harnden with
split
or
that
BJ
there.
Neufeld there with the
Put him up.
sweep.
Get stiff, eh?
We can report Matt Dunstone is still alive.
He is back.
He's made it, and he found a vest. So it
Yes,
must
he put
be,
that on last end, so I think he's a little cold out there. I know yesterday in the games, Mike McEwen had his big winter jacket on out here skipping, so definitely some cold weather going on.
Line's good.
Ben Hebert with his second, looking for another corner guard on the other side. Gonna put that right on the Musgrave Agency's logo. Nope, just a little short.
Good corner guard though for Team Bottcher. So as we said earlier, we are here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Exciting 4 draws coming up here today, Kyle. We got a full day of curling. 4 draws to bring to you on live stream. 2 sheets streamed every draw.
It's yeah, absolutely. And there's going to be some fantastic games. I know the announcement will be coming out shortly with who's going to be on the live feed here this afternoon. You know, again, doesn't matter which sheet gets or who's on what on sheet 4 and 5. You're going to get a great game.
Absolutely. So looking like we're going to have this afternoon at 12:30 p.m. local time, we're going to have Schwaller versus Bruce Mowat, and we're going to have Dean versus Aaron Sluchinski in our 2A qualifier games at 12:30 local time today. So make sure to tune in for those.
That's going to be fun to watch. And then obviously in another A qualifier, Brad Gushu
against Joel Retornaz. So
which will be a great game. And I
know A qualifiers coming out.
I might as well get it out there now. I already know there's going to be people in Newfoundland not happy that that game isn't going to be on the feed. But obviously last night, Brad Gushu played on sheet 4. And
yeah, Brad played on sheet 5 last night, so his last game was played on sheet 5. Joel Retornaz's last game was played on sheet 4, and so we cannot have the teams play on sheets back to back. So unfortunately, those teams cannot play on sheet 4 or 5. Can't play on those sheets back to back. So we've had to move them to a different sheet. So we only have sheets 4 and 5 able to be streamed here this week.
But I have a
great
hunch.
games.
I
still
have a
coming up.
hunch. You're going to get to see one of those two teams live later on, whether that be
Absolutely.
in the quarterfinals or in a B event game. You're going to see one of them at some point.
For sure.
And
So yeah, winner of those games will be through in an A qualifier, so they'll be into the playoffs, and you'll be seeing them on the weekend for sure.
we'll definitely get those guys on, and hopefully later today we can get some interviews with Brad Gushu, see what he has to say. He always has colorful interviews, as he had one in Kelowna not too long ago, and we'll see if we can get Brad on the broadcast up here later today.
Really hoping we've been able to provide the curlers with the facilities and the ice they expect.
Breckland here.
Go.
Looking for the hit and stick, gets that shot. Well done.
I didn't hear you. What do you say? Oh.
We appreciate everybody tuning in here with us today. So thank you so much for hopping on the live stream. As we mentioned earlier, we are monitoring the comments on the Curling Zone live stream here today. So feel free to interact with us. Let us know where you're watching from, what the weather's like where you are. If you have any questions about this event or the building here, we're more than happy to answer them.
And if you're looking to get in on some silent auction items,
yes,
we have some awesome silent auction items that are available for people to bid on.
One of the great items we have here is a authentic cracked broom from Team Mowat. So, you know, they're sweeping hard and they cracked a broom, and they thought that'd be pretty cool to give somebody away an authentic broom.
Was it crack sweeping?
I believe it was.
We're going to go with the sweeping. Okay, we're going with the sweeping. Team Mowat. Again, the players bringing some memorabilia to Lloydminster, and once in a lifetime pieces that they're donating, and those are available online and available for silent auction, which is going to run for the rest of the week here.
Yes, I believe so.
All right, Brett Gallant with his second here in the sixth end. A very important end, the all-important sixth end for both these teams. Dunstone looking to close this one out.
Yes. Yeah, Dunstone being up 3. He's looking to put this game away right here, and Bottcher's really wanting 3 points. He really needs 2 to keep himself in this game, but he really wants 3.
Clean, whoa, clean, curl, curl.
As we see a couple comments here in the live stream, this is a triple knockout event, so we don't know who plays the next games necessarily until the games are over. So make sure you're tuning into Astec Safety Challenge Facebook page for draw updates, as well as Curling Zone. So we do not know who will be playing or who will be our feature at our 4 p.m. local time draw today. But as I said earlier, our 12:30 p.m. draw will be Edin versus Sluchinski and Mowat versus Schwaller on our live streams today.
You know, for the teams that win their first 3 games, obviously we'll finish as A qualifiers and get an all-important time off later this afternoon and tomorrow, as they wouldn't play again until the quarterfinals. But again, lots of games to come. Obviously, this is a super important game for both Matt Dunstone and Brendan Bottcher, as neither one of them want to have to go through the gauntlet to get themselves back to the playoffs. But again,
they'll be happy to do it if they can get through the gauntlet of the seaside, whoever the loser of this is, and get themselves to the playoffs. They'll take it. They just want to be in the playoffs at the end of the mix.
At the end of the day, they're playing for $100,000. If you got to go through the C event to get yourself into the playoffs, well, then I guess you better buckle up.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you need to be able to go through a heck of a run. But again, these teams are well trained. They exercise. They're fit as fit. They eat properly. They may have the odd beverage, but very rare.
So well as we've been able to bring in some local massage therapists to help keep the athletes recovered and in well shape for this event. So can't thank them enough as well for coming into this event to help keep the athletes in shape. So rock here from Mark Kennedy on the way, as Dunstone's hitting 3 here in end number 6. So Bottcher's got some work to do.
Line. Whoa. Line's good. Line's good. Line's
top
good.
8.
Calling top 8 here.
Curl then, curl. You're good there. You're good.
Good shot there, Mark Kennedy.
Very good shot. Shot.
Sitting shot stone, full 8. Behind cover.
Very good. 14.
Couldn't have done it any better myself, Meg.
No, I think we'll leave those rocks up to
Okay.
up to the pros. Us bearing around those guards, I think it's probably luck, not as much skill.
A little less.
BJ Neufeld here trying to peel the guard.
I don't think it's raining outside.
You hear
Same.
Brendan Bottcher saying, "I don't think it's raining outside here," so
Do you want to broom more?
definitely not raining here in Lloydminster.
Don't quit your day job, Brennan. You'll definitely not be a weatherman. All right, Mark Kennedy looking for a hit and roll behind cover. Big shot here as Bottcher tries to set up an opportunity to score here
At
in the
least
6th end.
2. Bottcher won't be happy if he gets forced here. He really wants his 2 points and would love to get a 3 spot.
Line's good.
Top 12.
Line's good.
Line's good. Ben Hebert,
Okay.
Breckelon
Go ahead.
starting to dig in now. Looking for the draw in behind the corner guard.
Straight. It doesn't need to curl. Line's good.
The boys are really working on this one, trying to get it to where Brennan's broom is.
Good shot
That'll
there.
come in for second shot. We have a viewer on the live stream here saying they're watching in 50 degrees Fahrenheit weather from Phoenix, Arizona. So we're definitely jealous of you down there in Arizona today.
Really? Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona.
You know what? I heard they have an unbelievable curling facility in Phoenix.
I have heard that as well. Not that I've ever been down there to check it out, but I've
Good, but
I think
heard that they have a great facility.
For all us snowbirds that go down, got to get our curling fix in down in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
As we were talking about yesterday, lots of our snowbirds here decided to stick around for this event. They wanted to get on the curling action here locally in Lloydminster, and with the weather we're having here, I think they're probably regretting that
I
decision
think there's a
little.
couple. I can see a couple people here that had a little bit of a tan
Yeah,
and came home for Christmas, stuck around for the event, and
they're probably going to be out of here as fast as they can after this event is over.
I've heard rumors that people are heading to Mexico next week. So I wonder if they could pack me and take me.
Yeah. I went on my vacation in December and kind of wishing I'd booked it now for January when the weather
Yeah,
is so
that
cold
was
here.
that was a mistake, Meg.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a mistake.
Well, we typically get the brutal Canadian winter, so who would have expected we wouldn't have snow at Christmas this year?
Yeah. Good thing you didn't buy a lotto ticket because you wouldn't have won.
Yeah, exactly.
Matt Dunstone here, looking for the peel and the run back.
Oh.
Doesn't get the run back.
Just drives it by and rolls over for a center guard there. So Matt Dunstone won't be happy with that.
Now, Team Bottcher. Gotta believe they're gonna come in now. You gotta
Yeah.
believe Brennan's gonna come in and do something here.
Yeah, they definitely want to try and get a rock behind cover here while eliminating the opportunity for Matt Dunstone to have a double. So they're gonna have a discussion here. Let's listen into the
looks
three
like
of
you'll
them.
have the ocean to roll behind here, but maybe
Somebody's screaming out there.
yeah.
And that shot is on sheet number 2, Brett Pierce.
like that.
Great
one's
shot
good.
with his
That's
first shot in the 6th end. He's currently sitting 3.
Yeah, they're tied up
Yeah.
4-4 with DeConnick Smith currently, but yeah,
That's
Brent
awesome.
Pierce sitting 4 here.
Is it?
That rock we haven't hit that rock all end. Yeah.
Oh, what's the one that I hit and nosed? Different rock? It's not
Oh,
spot.
sorry. You're right.
It's not.
You're
I
right.
mean, it's similar, but if we play this, is he playing that? Do we want him to try that?
My guess is if we make it pretty good, he's whacking that rock.
But if he makes this, we have nothing even for 2.
Love the curling
it's not really-
terminology coming out of the teams here today. Whacking,
Okay.
Here's the thing,
chunk.
like,
great
Highly
terminology.
technical terms here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
I know a couple teams yesterday were using the term hit it on the schnoz.
Want to take a look at it from the other end?
Why not?
Yeah.
So looking like they've made their decision here. They're gonna try and go for that shot, yellow rock.
Hit this one. A good hack.
3/4 of the rock's open.
I don't
So
think it's
again,
hard to say.
No.
pretty standard shot here for Brendan Bottcher.
Close to nose as we can.
Okay.
Looking like they're gonna want to nose it and just try and sit there to hopefully have the two red rocks be flat and no opportunity for a double for Matt Dunstone to really try and get their 2 points here in end number 6.
Brendan Bottcher, first shot here in N6. Needing as close to nose as possible on this hit. By the guard. Close to nose,
that's
little roll.
Just gonna roll away a little bit, but great shot there and great curling
Good
from
shot.
Brett Gallant.
Shot.
That was close to hitting that top red guard, but he was able to curl it off.
Now definitely left a hole here for Matt Dunstone.
No double opportunity for Matt, but he'll be able to
Put the red.
eliminate one and try and roll behind.
Matt Dunstone makes this shot, makes things very interesting for Team
Absolutely.
Bottcher.
If we're a rock over, it's the same shot.
Fully open rock here for Matt Dunstone, so the guards aren't in play, of course, unless a rock picks or over curls, but great ice conditions here this morning, so I don't expect that.
Yeah.
So Matt settles in for his final shot here in N6.
Whoa. I thought. Yep. Got it going. Yeah.
Matt Dunstone saying maybe he got it going. But Ryan Harnon's able to hold that, and Colton Lott's getting the roll behind cover there. So great
now,
shot from
this is
Matt
gonna be
Dunstone,
tight.
but
Is Bottcher sitting shot rock or is Dunstone?
I'm
Bottcher.
gonna bet that Bottcher is sitting shot rock here. Looking like red for Bottcher. So Matt Dunstone needed a little bit more of a roll to get shot rock there, I believe. So Bottcher should have a draw to the full 8 to get his 2 points here in number 6.
Shot.
Be about edge 4.
I haven't seen shot. What do you think?
I think if anything, this should be max.
No, but it's.
Hearing Mark
It'll be a
Kennedy
definite
say they
waste line.
haven't seen this line yet, so they're not totally sure what this is going to do.
Still, or do you think it's going to be better out here?
Mark Kennedy not confident in what it's going to do here for the line and for the weight, so
Yeah, everything else is a
Well-
few feet
we'll
slower
maybe
than
put
I
a
thought.
stopwatch on this one.
They've
I think that's
probably thrown this shot a million times in their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Brendan
go
Bottcher,
slower too.
the number 1 ranked team in Canada, number 2 ranked team in the world, has won, is it 8 Grand Slams in his
Yeah.
career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
When it comes to pressure,
Like this
it
one.
does. It does. And these guys are the best under pressure. And you heard the comments from Brett Gallant and Ben Hebert to Brendan Bottcher saying
Yeah.
they think this is at least 3 feet slower out here. So we'll put a stopwatch on this one and see what time we get.
here we go, Brendan Bottcher with his last rock in the 6th end at the Astec Safety Challenge,
Yeah.
needing to find full 8
Back button.
for 2.
Calling back button, which is a great weight here for his 2 points.
T-line.
Brett Gallant, Ben Hebert
And that
on
was
the
a
brush.
14-1-2 hog line. So
Should be perfect.
T-line weight there for the boys. And that's a big 2 points here
And
for
there we
Brendan Bottcher
go.
in number 6.
Brendan Bottcher with a big 2 points in the 6th end to keep it
good scrub.
Nice watch.
6-5 for Matt Dunstone at the end of 6 at the Astec Safety Challenge. We'll take a moment to view our sponsors.
I slid a little slow, but I had a release.
Yeah. Good.
For a long one.
Good. It's not out of this yet. Yeah, 4th place. Yeah, I agree.
High.
Sure, it's where you want to see it before you throw.
High.
Yeah. It's 6 inches less. Yeah.
Maybe we're not rolling a commercial.
Okay, I would have said plenty, but good.
We're gonna keep rolling here.
Line's good. Line's good.
We'll keep going. Don't worry, boys. All good. Little technical glitch. You gotta love that.
So we might as well go through our sponsors here, Kyle.
The dumb idiot on the mic didn't give these guys the right notice, so you can blame me for that one. Thankfully, I'm not getting paid, so all's good. I can't get fired
They
from a
can't
volunteer
fire
job.
us, yeah.
But maybe Daryl Hanley will hire me. I can go help him as a vet assistant later today at minus 50. I think we can. All right. Game on. End number 7.
Very good shot.
Team Dunstone versus Team Bottcher. Dunstone with the hammer here in 7. Quick scoring update as we look across the board in sheet number 2. Brett Pierce is leading 6-4 over Carl DeConnick Smith early in the 7th end. On sheet number 3, it's Team Carruthers up 4-2 on Team Goskins as they are into the 8th end there.
Like that.
On sheet number 5, Team Cooey leading 5-2 as they're in end number 7. On sheet 6, local team Armstrong up 5-3 on Team Shumay as they are late into the 6th.
Tight.
And on sheet number 7, we've got a 4-4 tie between Team Weeb and Team Hood as they are early in the 7th end there.
Yeah, really great games here this morning at the Astec Safety Challenge. Couldn't ask for better games.
Good job, guys.
And so just a reminder for all our viewers, we are here in the B event this morning. All these games are B event games. So winners will move on in the B event to this triple knockout, while losers will drop to the C event to continue fighting for their lives down in the C.
And a good fight. A good fight it will be,
fight.
but you don't want to be there.
You would love to not be there, but I think any one of these teams, if you told them at the beginning of the week you're going to make the playoffs, but you have to do it through the C event, they'll take it.
No.
Absolutely they would. And, it's an opportunity.
The 8-foot in both those, and they're on that side. Right?
And again, yes, on the broadcast right now, it is 6-5 for Matt Dunstone versus Brennan Bottcher. It's a 6-5 game. We'll get that score updated here momentarily.
Say back 8, back up.
Back 8, yeah.
Breckland here with his first in the 7th end.
Might be slowing down a little, but
looking for a little tap here.
Yes, we have Ron tuning in here from Mexico at 33 degrees Celsius down in Mexico. So
Clean.
glad
Hey,
you're
Ron.
enjoying vacation.
I hope you're having a cerveza this morning at the swim up bar, watching us on the big screen at the beach. I'm sure there's lots of Mexicans down there that love watching curling.
Absolutely, get them, introduce them to the sport.
Yeah, tip your bartender. Don't forget, tip your bartender. Colton Lott here, his first.
Looking like maybe going to clean up some guards.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what Matt Dunstone decides. Looks like he's going to, like you said, clean some stuff up.
Yeah, so Matt Dunstone here with Hammer, and we're in end number 7, so we'll try and get that updated for you guys, but we're in end number 7 here.
Colton Lott. That did not end the way that they wanted
That wasn't
to.
quite, what Colton Lott wanted there, so
Didn't hurt him, but didn't help him.
got rid of one red, but unfortunately left his shooter there on the center line just over the hog line.
All right, Team Bottcher now going to come in with a full 4 draw.
it's not so bad.
Brett Gallant with his second.
Bite the 4 though.
Opens the door here a little bit to put some pressure on Team Dunstone.
Mhm.
as Bottcher needs to force Dunstone to 1 to have a chance to get back in this
Yeah.
game in the all-important 8th end.
Heard Brett Gallant say they want to bite the 4-foot here, so.
The line's good. We're a little tight.
Curling.
Yep. Hard line.
Getting Mark Kennedy and Ben Hebert on this
Good.
one,
Line's tight.
trying to hold the line.
Line's good. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard for weight. Okay.
So they wanted to just
Like
bite the 4 and comes up maybe a couple inches short of biting the 4, but a great shot there.
Yellow is still second shot, as Matt Dunstone just said.
Because the guard.
All right.
But I actually
Colton
like
Lott,
that throw.
second shot here in the 7th end.
Oh, not easy. He's only about 3 inches of air. But yeah. That's good. Yeah, this is fine.
Need it to curl.
Trying to get, yeah, some more curl on that one to be able to hit this red and roll in just a tad. And great shot there from Colton Lott.
If
Bump that up a little.
T-line.
Mark Kennedy here with his first in the 7th end. Skip Bottcher calling for a T-line. Opportunity to bring this one in and put a little pressure here on Team Dunstone with 8 rocks left to come here in this end.
Like that, 4 to 6. Let's play it 5 feet slow. Yeah.
So when the sweepers are saying, let's play it 5 feet slow, what are they talking about, Meg?
Yeah, so what they're, they're really wanting Mark to give the rock to the sweepers. They don't want Mark to overthrow it where the sweepers then can't control it, manipulate the rock. So they really want Mark to be able to give the rock to them as the sweepers. And they're assuring Mark that you give us the right weight, we'll get you where you need to be.
Sweepers are on it now.
Hard. To it. Yep. You gotta go.
Getting some
Recolon
curl
driving
on this
hard.
one.
Ben Hebert digging in. Need
Hoping
to
to
get this
just
one.
tap this red back in for shot rock there. So they're able to get their red shot rock.
Early.
It did.
So
It did. We still could have made something good out of it late though. Like it needed to be shot.
what's that?
We only had to get it 4 more inches and we were shot.
Last 2 shot, Brett.
Yeah, I thought you
Brett
said
said that it feels like the rock's grabbing.
Yeah. And Brett mentioned that earlier in the game. He, I think it was in the 5th end going this way when he threw that center line guard that just barely got over the hog line. He felt like his rock was picking. So maybe he's having a little bit of trouble with one of his rocks here this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sludgy.
So can hear the boys saying maybe the ice is breaking down a little here first thing in the this morning. They feel like it's getting a little sludgy and they have to sweep all their rocks, but so far no complaints from Team Dunstone on the ice. So maybe Bottcher team not loving their rocks here this morning.
All right. Dunstone taking out the guards.
I think so. Yeah.
Mark Kennedy now with his second, conferring with the skipper.
So
No.
Bottcher's really going to want to force Dunstone here to 1 point. In end number 7. They'll be looking to get the force.
1,300 people are listening to you and I on this broadcast here. I don't think they're tuning in for us. I think they're tuning
I think
in
they're tuning in for the curling and
the great curling, but 1,300 people. We thank you very much for taking the time out of your day this morning to tune in to watch Team Bottcher versus Team Dunstone at the end of 6 ends. Dunstone leading 6-5 with the hammer here in 7. Mark Kennedy here with his second.
Bottcher looking to get the force on Dunstone here and to be able to take the hammer into end number 8 and hopefully get his 2 or 3 points coming home.
Line's good. Line's good. Little bit of room.
Guys are calling for good line.
Line.
Now it's all about the sweep.
Curl.
Looking to get some more curl in this rock.
Curl, 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 curl.
Want to get it on the center line. Great guard there from Mark Kennedy.
Good shot. Mark Kennedy with a big shot, big guard as Bottcher trying to steal here in 7.
He's setting up well for a steal so far, but I think ultimately Bottcher will probably want to get the force and get that hammer back in 8. To be able to steal 2 ends in a row for the win against a team like Dunstone will be difficult, but they'll do what they have to do.
Because he had the double off the low one.
All right. BJ Neufeld here.
Yeah, man.
His second shot in the 7th end.
I can tap that one.
Yeah, you might be able to. What's that? Oh yeah. On the guard. On the guard.
And a rack on the guard.
On the guard there, peeling the guard off. That wasn't quite what they were originally playing, but gets the guard off the center line, so not a bad shot.
Doesn't really hurt him, huh?
Freeze the pocket.
Or we try something to the button now.
Brennan
Well, you can
Bottcher,
also do something like this.
Mark Kennedy trying to sort out what they're going to do. Game management is so important right now. 2 ends to go.
Yeah. Like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Freeze the pocket. There's two of them are probably going. Like he's gonna pound at any kind of action. I think this rock's flying. On the next one.
Quick scoring update as these guys are deliberating over the first Brennan Bottcher shot of N7. Over on sheet 6, a big 6th end for Team Shumay as they put up 3 against Team Armstrong and now lead that 6-5 early in the 7th end.
Yeah, that was a great end for Team Sturmay over there.
I like the call, guys. Little tap. Tap it in there.
But again, Armstrong now with hammer in 7,
like
down by 1.
Anything can happen in this lovely sport of curling. That
well, I think it's this out.
You got to think that if Team Armstrong was able to pull one out here this morning,
that would be
stands
huge.
will be full this
Yep,
afternoon.
absolutely, they will be.
To see the locals.
Vicinity. It's more about my shooter. Like I kind of want to Christmas.
Yeah,
tree
cheering hard for Team Armstrong here this morning. 4th rock thrower over there, Tyson Armstrong. Work with Tyson. So really hoping he can pull out the win here this morning.
Splitting center or just a pinch on my side of splitting center?
Oh, yeah.
Don't really want to roll it.
My thought was to get that one a little wider and roll my shooter a little farther, and then maybe
back line weight.
Then what's he doing? If my shooter's here,
3/4, and it's not gonna slide up. Slide much right now though.
Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, after some lengthy discussion.
It's a little slow.
So you hear him say that it's a
slow.
Okay,
4 feet slow here in this path, so just need a little extra weight here from Brennan Bottcher to make the shot.
Brennan Bottcher's first shot here in 6th. As we get into the skip stones in the 7th end.
Back line. Back line, just through. Just through. Curl. Sorry. I think I got her in the bright spot.
So good shot there from Brennan. They're definitely sitting 1 now, and it's a close for second shot there on those.
I think the yellow at the bottom of the 4 would be second shot right now, but.
Oh yeah, I didn't see.
what we've created is a bit of a pocket for Matt Dunstone to come in and possibly sit right down on that red.
Yeah. Really a technical curling game here this morning by these two teams. Lots of difficult shots and lots of discussion going on.
We do have our first final here this morning as Team Carruthers has taken down Team Goskins. And we'll continue on the B side as Team Goskins will play later this afternoon.
In the C side. So we'll keep you updated on the draws throughout the day, but make sure you follow Astec Safety Challenge on Facebook to get updated draws. As we mentioned, we are in a triple knockout format here, so.
You know, some interesting news, Carruthers and Team Carruthers is now Brad Jacobs is now calling the game for Team Carruthers.
Yes, they did that as well at the last slam in December, and worked out well for them. They made the playoffs in that slam in December, and the team really just looking for a way to find a way to get some more wins and really reinvigorate themselves. And so they've made that switch with Jacobs calling and throwing the fourth rock there for Team Carruthers.
This is likely plugging back there. He'd have to hit this really thin, I think, to get much action.
I think our minus 50 weather here today is coming in on the ice and keeping the ice a little colder today. Not many players taking their jackets off, and lots of toques and hoodies out here today to keep warm.
Maybe our guy in Mexico can send some nice warm vibes up to Lloydminster here this afternoon.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, a couple of our international teams who are not used to this weather couldn't get their vehicles, their rental cars to start here this morning, so we've had to go and pick them up. That's how cold we are here.
All right, Matt Dunstone here with his first. Trying to move some metal. Ooh, what a shot.
So nice double there from Matt Dunstone. Bottcher sitting one right on the button with Dunstone shots 2 and 3.
Maybe even better than a steal, to be honest.
What's our force call?
So you can hear Brennan Bottcher and Mark Kennedy debating now.
I guess you could almost get a little cute.
Do we try and do something to get the steal, or are we gonna go for the force? So they got to decide if they want to try and steal the win away from Dunstone, or if they want to get the force and get the hammer back.
Rock.
It is, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, free ball, please. Sure. I like board, I think. Okay. Like we've thrown this a pile.
Yeah. This is a really good chance to voice. He's not gonna have a shot for 2, I think.
So Team Bottcher here looking for the force.
Yes, I believe that's what they've settled on, is to get the force for Dunstone here and get that hammer back on the all important 8th end.
We could put it in a bit of a tricky spot for him.
Looks like we've had our second final here, Kyle.
One of our featured games.
Looking like Cooey took the win over there on sheet number 5. So Cooey will move on in the B event, and McEwen will drop down to the C here later today.
Big win for Team Cooey. Obviously, a late loss last night to Team Adine.
Yeah, great game though, down to the last rock.
But come back here this morning with a victory and an opportunity to get a little bit of rest. And Team McEwen will be right back on the ice here this afternoon.
Great shot there by Brennan Bottcher. Exactly what they wanted. So Bottcher sitting 2 here with one rock, last rock to come here from Matt Dunstone. Dunstone seeing if there's any double he can play to get his 2 points here.
I don't think you can. So.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, please throw a shot that isn't.
Oh.
We can negotiate with the other team that they're not going to leave their last rock around the 4-foot line.
Matt Dunstone here with his final shot in 7. Brennan Bottcher trying to force Dunstone to 1.
Well played end by Bottcher here to get this force here for Dunstone, but looking like Dunstone's trying to play maybe a double for 2 here.
You know, and if Matt Dunstone would just turn his mic on, we'd be able to hear exactly what he's saying right now.
Big thanks though to Breck the Land for putting on that extra mic there today.
They just
for sure you can. Yeah, if you just miss this, you're we're playing the split.
probably a good call.
Yeah, I guess it takes kind of the.
Welcome to any of our viewers who have now hopped on our live stream now that our Cooey McEwen game has ended. We're glad you're here joining us, and we are the fun commentators of the morning.
You're definitely going to get some commentary over here.
We're not as technical, but we are here for the fun.
Matt Dunstone with his final shot here in 7, facing 2. And he gets it.
Gets the double for his 1, so great shot there from Matt Dunstone for his 1 in the end number 7, and good force by Brendan Bottcher to get the hammer back for the all-important 8th end.
The end of 7. Team Dunstone 7, Team Bottcher 5. Bottcher will have the hammer here in 8 to try and force an extra end or a win. We are going to go to a commercial break to thank our sponsors here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Watch.
Okay, yeah.
Set up.
Yeah. Two kind of broom length out both sides.
Yep.
Go from there.
Yep.
He already said he's going 2 in and a dart. So if that changes your plan at all.
No.
So.
Yeah.
The official soundtrack, Canada's only border city. 1061, The Goat. Stay connected with MyLloydminsterNow.com.
Put death by rock and roll.
A Lloydminster legend.
I lived them all day.
Everything that rocks.
Time to rock.
1061, The Goat.
Astec Safety Challenge here in Lloydminster, Alberta, Saskatchewan. The 8th end in our feature match between Matt Dunstone and Team Brennan Bottcher. 7-5 at the end of 7 ends. Team Bottcher with the hammer as they look to extend or win the match here in 8.
Yeah, all important.
Ben Hebert now.
8th end here. As we mentioned, the loser of this game will drop down to the C event. So both teams really wanting the win here this morning.
Terrible, but you gotta go.
Ben Hebert with his first, looking to lay up a corner guard here.
Leave it high, I think.
Yeah, just
leave it high. Yep.
Pretty tempting to just throw a tight guard on this. Throw a tight guard on.
And Ben Hebert not happy with that one.
You like that?
But lots of rocks left in this all-important 8th end here.
Absolutely there is. Some big decisions. Need some timely shots.
we can put a good one on my side. I'm gonna have to play the run back. I'm gonna have a good one on this side.
Tight.
So as we mentioned earlier here, we have a full 4 draws coming up today at the Astec Safety Challenge. 2 sheets will be streamed for every draw. Draw times were the 9 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7:30 p.m. Local time, which is Mountain Standard Time here in Lloydminster. And coming up at 12:30, our featured games will be Schwaller versus Mowat and Adine versus Sluchinski. So, and our A qualifiers. So tune into that.
I think.
I think we're gonna want a guard later on, guys.
Ben Hebert with his second.
Looking like Mark's going to come down to have a chat with Brennan on strategy for this end. They really want to go hard for their 3 points.
Okay.
As they said during the break, we did hear in on Brennan and Mark talking, and they said we're all in for 3. We're not playing for the tie. We're all in for 3. So
have to be a little bit
very difficult to steal against these top teams in the extra end. So
they need to
they want the win right here.
They need to get extremely aggressive here. They need to get lots of rocks in play, and they need to force some mistakes out of Team Dunstone.
Right on the dot here.
To get themselves in for the opportunity. Big shot here from Ben Hebert. As it looks as though they're looking to throw another corner guard up.
Yeah, go to the other side here.
Line's good.
Wait, so yeah.
It could curl a little.
Gonna lay that right in on the Musgrave Agency's face.
Okay, that's a good spot. Good spot.
Good shot by Ben Hebert. As we now move on to Colton Lott, his first shot here in the 8th end at the Astec Safety Challenge. Team Dunstone trying to find a way to win here in the 8th end. Colton Lott with his first shot.
Top 4. Top 4. T-line. Hey guys, just look for any gripper marks past the hog line there for me.
Kyle and I here both pulling double duty here this morning as we're part of the Astec committee to organize this event. So we've had some people calling us and we've had to step off to take some phone calls, but we thank everybody for tuning into our stream here this morning. We're happy to be with you guys and be able to provide this coverage for you.
Gotta do
Here in the 8th end with Bottcher having the hammer, looking for his 3 points to put this game away.
Hack?
Yeah. Does it look reasonable?
Yeah. You go first.
Brett Gallant throwing here.
Oh, wait, good. Clean.
Hard.
Clean.
Hard.
Yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Clean. Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa.
Great sweep there from Ben and Mark and a good throw from Brett Gallant to get that yellow rock pushed back out through the rings and roll behind their corner guard.
Chase the runner.
He's been eyeing those shots from me all game. Like, Jesus, Botch. Scrub.
Back a little bit slower everywhere, I think.
So Colton Lott up now here to throw.
I'm not.
Hoping maybe to get around and tap this red that Brett Gallant just threw out.
Good.
Heavy. Heavy hawk.
Great ice surface here this morning. So lots of curl to be able to make this shot. Matt Dunstone's going to go hard on this one to try and get it out of the rings. He's going to push it back to get second shot. So didn't quite get it out, but it's now back at second.
We were in the middle there freezing almost.
Well, you could play the same shot.
That yellow, Ben, is gonna be tough. I don't know if I can kill that yellow. That's all.
I know. You could just draw.
Okay.
So looking like Brett Gallant here is maybe going to try and draw around their red guard. That yellow rock, top 12 of Dunstone's, that's a behind coverage on that center guard. It's going to be hard to deal with for Bottcher.
I actually don't hate his first call, boys, the hack. I don't mind your first call. Let's let him run, guys.
12 and a half.
Same.
So looking like they've changed their minds here and they're going to try and go after that shot rock.
What was that?
They know they got to deal with it eventually, so they're going to try and do it now and maybe play the same shot Brett played on his first and get that roll behind the center or behind their corner guard.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Second shot here for Brett Gallant.
Curl.
Mark Kennedy going on it to get some more curl.
Straight.
No.
Straight.
Whoa.
So
that's a good shot, Brett.
gets it
Gets
off
the
the
hit.
center line, rolls behind their corner guard, and pushes the Dunstone rock behind the tee line.
Good pair.
At first, when I just had to look away.
To be honest, I wasn't looking at the guard.
I was like,
If you would have took the guard, I would have been mad, but
BJ Neufeld here with his first.
it's in the hack throwing. I didn't think it was actually that in play, but
Things are getting
Yeah,
intense here
you know, high.
at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Yeah, very technical game we've had between these two teams this morning. Been great to watch. Lots of good shots being made.
Like,
we needed to
Great
move-
draws across the board, though.
We were going to be stuck with that shot.
4 out of 6 sheets still playing here this morning. We've had 2 finals with Carruthers a win over Goskins and Cooey a win over McEwen. Colton and Ryan really working on this one. They're going to come up a little short. But they're in there for 4 shot.
All right. Mark Kennedy here with his first in the 8th end.
Yeah, bump it.
As we heard Bottcher say at the beginning before they started this end, they're
Mike,
all
what-
in for 3.
2 rocks. Just back 8. Yeah. Ideally, yes. Back 12.
So Brennan here asking Mark to throw to tap back this shot, yellow rock, and to have Bottcher sitting 3 here.
You gotta be in 4 feet slow, Mark.
Line's
good.
good.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Mark Kennedy's first
Please.
rock of the 8th end.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean. Clean. Curl. Curl.
Ben Hebert getting on it now to get some extra curl.
Hard.
Oh, don't kill
Whoa. Line's great. Very good, Mark. Very good.
And just pushes it back enough for Brennan Bottcher to sit 3. So great shot there from Mark Kennedy.
Nice shot.
Well,
Tense end here for between these two teams.
No,
but you know,
Bottcher really wanting his 3.
but I
Dunstone not wanting to give up more than 2.
Things are going to get interesting. Obviously, Team Bottcher putting some heat on here on Team Dunstone. Trying to find their way to a win. They don't want to take this tech trends. They want to try and find a way to the win.
Yeah, stealing against a team such as Dunstone in the extra end. You'd rather just have the win in the 8th than not have to steal your way. So Bottcher will try hard to get that.
shoot, Mark.
BJ Neufeld here with his last rock.
Yep. Yep.
Nice shot there from BJ. Gets rid of one of Bottcher's second shot rock. Rolls over to be second shot rock, and it's very close between the red at the back 12 and the yellow at the top 12 as to who is third shot. So really good shot there by BJ.
Yeah, excellent shot. Obviously puts the pressure back on Team Bottcher here as Mark Kennedy gets ready to throw his second shot of end number 8. Definitely looking to freeze on that yellow on top of the red over in the 8-foot. Needs it to be just on the inside so they can sit 1-2.
You heard Brett make a comment there that maybe now is the time to focus on just getting there 2 and push this to the extra end. It's not lining up well after that shot by BJ for their 3 points, and so they need to make sure they get their 2 points here.
These guys want us to work extra duty?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We got to get to the bar. The bar opens in 20 minutes, so.
Yeah, the lunch buffet's out.
Got a little late. Room.
Second shot here from Mark Kennedy. Looking for the freeze.
Brett Gallant looking to get some extra curl on this one.
Curl a little. Line's good now. Line's good now.
Really need to pull
coming
this
off
one
it.
in.
Great shot there.
What a
from
shot.
Mark Kennedy. Corner
Mark
freeze on
Kennedy
that
with
second.
a huge shot. Here in 8, sitting just inside. So Bottcher sitting 1-2. With Skip
Dunstone's
Stones to come.
3 and very close as to who's 4th shot on those 12-foot rocks there. Great 8th end here. I don't think we could ask for a better played end here. And really a well-played game the whole time. Every end we've had lots of rocks in play, lots of great technical shots and discussions. So really can't ask for a better game here to bring to you guys this morning.
We've thrown a lot better rocks.
Thinner or thicker. Easier to play as this yellow. But we don't. Sure.
Got to delete them out of your line pick somehow.
And it, like a little, even like an inch.
Still 4 sheets in play here this morning. Looking like maybe we'll give you a quick score update, and Kyle's got better eyes than I do, so maybe he can.
We want an
see
update,
him.
and we're calling for my eyes. That's a problem. Over on sheet number 7, we've got a tight game as Team Hood is up 5-4, playing in the 8th. Over on sheet number 6, Team Sturmey is up on Team Armstrong 7-5 as they're coming to the end here of end number 8. And over on sheet number 2,
Plants this on our top red.
Team Pierce is up 7-4 on Carl DeConnick-Smith as the final shots are coming on that game as well. So lots of interesting shots, and obviously our feature game, Team Dunstone up 7-5 as we get into the Skip Stones here in end number 8.
Lots of time discussing on these shots here on these skip rocks. Very important.
Yeah. It was a tough shot, but we were going to fight that one tall end, I think. If he were to just peel, like, I don't think we can guard. I think we got to probably come in.
Matt Dunstone here with his first shot.
Yep. Go.
Wow.
Great shot there by Matt Dunstone.
Matt Dunstone with the raise double.
To get rid of the 2-shot Bottcher rocks run back. So great shot. Dunstone definitely sitting 1 now, and very close on those top yellow 12-foot and back red 12-foot as to who is second shot.
Yeah.
So Bottcher's going to go now for their 2 points to tie and get to the extra end. 3's not quite shaping up here for them, so they're going to try hard for their 2.
Play to get 2. Or, I guess, yeah. Don't play to get 3, is there?
Well, we roll somewhere over here. He's going to hit it, and we're going to have a run back.
Yeah. If you think if you think he's going to hit it. Yeah, okay. But I mean, if he ever rolls out, I guess.
Well, if we're just playing for 2, then we should
Hack?
top 4.
Big decision here for Team Bottcher. Brett Gallant comes in, says we should be playing for 2. Bottcher says we got a chance for 3.
Well, we're kind of back to, can we ever dig this
But
one?
all 4 of them got to be on board here with these shots they're going to play. Whether they decide they're going to go for 2 or for 3, all 4 team members got to be on board here to make the shot.
This is where the skipper's got to make a hard decision. Does he believe in himself to pull off the 3?
We'd have to move it far enough that one is, you know, I'd be throwing back.
So all players coming down now to make sure they're all in on the shot and know exactly what they need to do here.
Throw the out
2,
turn
we're
and just
playing for 3. Back 4 doesn't do that. 12.
We just gotta hit it out and stay in the house, and we're laughing.
It's half rock over buried kind of on this other side. Like it might not.
I think I could.
You think this spot you can with back 12?
Sounding
I'll
like
turn
the
with
front
back, I
end's
think.
maybe not quite on board yet with Bottcher's plan, but Bottcher's seeing it for 3, and
I'll take a look at it from the other end. If it doesn't look reasonable, I won't
this
play
is
it.
there.
he really wants his 3 here. So Brett and Ben are gonna get on board with Bottcher to go for the 3.
Drawing out here isn't easy.
Then we have the angle run.
Here we go.
All right, Kyle. Us as club curlers, what would you be playing in the scenario? You going for 2? You going for 3?
You know what? Brendan Bottcher's got confidence. If he
He
has the
does.
confidence to go for 3, you got to follow along. He's the number 2 team in the world. Who am I to sit here as probably the 10,000th player in the world to question Brendan Bottcher right now? This guy knows what he's doing. He's feeling it. The team's got to believe in him. This is why he's the skip. It's his time.
You're right. They didn't get to number 2 in the world just by luck.
Big shot here. Brendan Bottcher with his first in the 8th end.
Hack. Dig in, buddy. Come on. All right, you got it.
Ben's really working on getting the curl here.
It's good. Yeah.
Looking to kill that one.
Shot, buddy.
So that was what they wanted. Dunstone is sitting 1, but
Nice job.
Bottcher is sitting 2, 3, and 4. So that was the plan. That was Bottcher's plan for his first rock, and now they're making BJ and Matt think.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is ideal.
We knows it.
What?
Carve the whole
The
way.
carve
If you
the
go
whole way,
here,
he's gonna have this.
max weight. I really like this row though.
Right. I said if you go here, you will have this or this. Like, I just think that's ideal. I mean, if you're here, I'm
Bottcher thinking he's going to have some sort of run potentially on that top red on the 4-foot line for his points. So depending where the Dunstone rock ends up here.
Careful.
right. But I mean, yeah, don't put the guard. I think this is good.
That Matt Dunstone rock is pretty much fully buried behind that guard. So Bottcher's probably going to have some sort of run double to be able to get his
Maybe he falls down.
points.
We actually need this to be
Back 8. That's our target spot.
Matt Dunstone's final rock here in 8.
Can't be back 4.
Trying to force the hand of Brendan Bottcher into 2.
So
Depending on where this rock ends up, Brennan could have a very, very tough shot to get his 2 points here. So
yeah, beauty.
we'll see where this rock from Matt Dunstone ends up and what Bottcher decides to do. Last rock on the way from Matt Dunstone in 8th end. Boys are calling back 4 line.
All right, guys. All right, guys, you gotta go.
Working on this one. So
Well,
they wanted it maybe just a little bit more back 4, but pretty good shot there from Matt Dunstone, and it's going to make Brendan Bottcher think.
normal, and give it a little help. We only have to hit a third of that rock. Like, we only got to hit it here.
You can almost see a third botch.
I've almost got what I need of it.
Yeah.
Almost.
So if Bottcher
just a
can
wait.
get by that top corner yellow guard here, saying he's got about a third of a rock, he's
Yeah,
got what he needs.
Yeah, like a little
He can
weight
see what
that
he needs
we're
to hit it to
gonna
get the
be
double.
comfortable, you know.
Quick update over on sheet 7, another final game. Team Weeb with a
I
big
think this is gonna come
3
over for us.
in the 8th end to take out Team Hood with a 7-5 win as they'll move on in the B division,
Yeah.
and Team Hood will drop down to the C event.
You're hitting it in second.
Like that.
But now back to our final game.
So this is This is a game shot here. This is for the win.
Brennan Bottcher
Brennan Bottcher makes this. He will get his points to win the game
for the
here.
win.
I just gotta hit the piece I can see.
Yeah.
But I gotta hit all of
Yep. What's the weight, Botch?
9,
Okay.
like
Oh, yeah.
normal.
Third of a rock here is what
good.
Bottcher's saying he needs to hit to make this double for the win.
Roll a little for us.
Thinking he's
complain
got
about
what he needs,
Taking
and
the curl a bit late, which is great.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Get it on the line and we'll manage it.
For the win, our feature match, Brennan Bottcher in number 8 here at the Astec Safety Challenge, trying to find 3. The rock is gone and on its way.
Ben Hebert getting on it to get the curl. They need a third of a rock here.
They need it to turn. They're past the guard. They got the run.
Oh, and just didn't curl quite enough to get the double there. So it will be 1 point for Matt Dunstone, and Dunstone will get the
Good luck.
win and move on in the B event, and Bottcher will drop down to the C.
Good luck. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
A heck of a try by Brennan Bottcher.
Very, very close on that. Just needed a bit more curl. But
So for
what
those,
a great game by these two teams.
Oh, good call, Mark.
for those of you who wanted to see more of Brendan Bottcher today, you're definitely going to see it, as he's now going to have to claw his way back through the C event to find the playoffs.
But great game here this morning between these two teams. That was a great game for us to commentate here this morning, Kyle.
Yeah, I hope everyone online enjoyed the commentary, even if it wasn't very good. We enjoyed it bringing it to you. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning online. This has been draw number 5 at the Astec Safety Challenge, presented by Wild Rose Pump and Compression.
Next draw is coming up in about 45 minutes, so be sure to tune in there. Thanks, everybody.
Stay tuned.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
Hi there. I'm Joseph Rosenberg, the Contact Center Manager for Utility Safety Partners, and we're very proud to be a sponsor of the Astec Safety Challenge. Now, when you're competing in a bonspiel, you've got to dig deep and uncover what's buried and plan each shot. And in life, when you've got to dig deep and uncover what's buried, well, you have to plan, and that plan needs to involve utility safety partners. When bumping that object in front of you is not an option.
The official soundtrack to Canada's only border city, 1061, The Goat. Stay connected with MyLloydminsterNow.com.
Put death by rock and roll.
A Lloydminster legend.
I lived them all day.
Everything that rocks.
Time to rock.
1061, The Goat.